Top of the top. Let's go. Let's go. We back. We back. What's up, y'all? What's up? Another day, another morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Everybody's good. Shout out to everybody that's up. Shout out to everybody on green. Shout out to everybody that's tapped into this channel. We live again. We live. What's up? About to get into it, y'all. Back again. So I don't wake up to hit the live button, man. I'll be up for hours. We live. That's how I know we live for real. Let's go. Intro. What's up, Mitt? What's up, Brown? We about to be on go. What's up, Miss Mo Better? Y'all waited long enough. Even though I'm just getting started. What's up, EK? Intro. All right. Everything will be time stamped. We live at it again. Back to it. Another day. Days be flying. What's up, LJ? What's good? We back again. What's the word, y'all? Kimmy Lou, what's up? We got a lot to talk about. So, like I noticed from last week, things been getting quiet. So, I see Diddy's defense team is working. But, like I said, I get it clear as day now. Yesterday made me get it real clear. Because I purposely had the news set a certain way yesterday, and I was not getting no updates on what was going on with the trial, like every other trial. Like before, remember I told you I was like they was making it a movie, a spectacle. It was just, but now that Diddy's defense team is working, it doesn't make the show look so good. So I had to notice something that. But remember when I told y'all I let the shit play out. Then every day, you know, I do my homework in the afternoon. So I had to do a lot of homework yesterday. And I was able to find out what's been going on in that court, allegedly, with Diddy's defense team. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about everything we've been talking about. How what? We're gonna look at all the different opinions as far as how people feel about the case. We're gonna talk about real talk. We're gonna talk about the roundups, like I told y'all about. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna show y'all this. For y'all so y'all can see it for yourself. Remember when I told you that like all that woke stuff was dead? Like all that woke stuff is a crime? Yeah. And what I mean by woke, I'm gonna clarify all that woke stuff today. And like I said, everything I'm talking about is old, it's boring, it's dead. So I'm just talking about it to give an update to let people know because some people don't get it. So we're gonna talk about that. But most of the stuff I'm talking about, it's all script. So top of the top, everything live, everything will be time stamped. We back again. We're going to talk about this Diddy trial, all the different opinions. So remember when I said you just let it play out? You just let it play out. Because today we're going to take a look at some stuff. We're going to talk about what people saying. We're going to look at how things playing out. And then you make your own opinion and assumptions. Because that's how it's going down. All right? So shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Shout out to everybody that enjoys the content. It's about the content. It's not about me. All right. It's about the entertainment. So I'm just the one trying to break y'all out of that coach. Yeah, that cult. I'm trying to break you out that idol worship. I'm trying to break you out of living your life on the internet, thinking everything real, meaning you're worshiping characters. All right. Some of y'all be saying other content creators' name in my chat. I should block you for stuff like that, but I ain't gonna do it. But I'll keep telling y'all. Whatever you hear, just don't be quick to repeat it because you're going to sound stupid. All right? You're going to make an ass out yourself. I'm going to tell you again. Don't be quick to repeat everything you hear. I'm going to say this again. When you in the chat, it's for your opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion. I'm going to tell you mine out loud. Your opinion in the chat. Why I say that? Because I see people saying stuff like, man, you lost me with that one. No, you're already lost. You're already lost. Trust me. Top of the top, we up. Where they at? Huh? Ever since this Diddy shit that took off, things have got quiet, didn't it? Have you noticed the quietness since the trial started? But on this channel, you noticed ever since the baby all got revealed, it got quiet. Ever since I went into the pink program, it got quiet. Had to leave that stuff alone. Yeah. I love this chat. You see how the chat looks so beautiful now? It's a reason for that. Cause shit getting real. What's up, Laura? Shout out to everybody across the map, everybody overseas, everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody across everybody, east to west, everybody. You hear me? That's what we talking about today. It's about everybody. Who's everybody? Everybody that know exactly what's going on. That's why I talk to every day. The people that know exactly what's going on. All right, let's go. Let's go. And the rest of y'all get the show. Because like I said, I'm bipolar, right? Let me clarify this. On this internet, I'm very bipolar. But see, like I said, if you don't have a membership, you wouldn't know that. Because on a membership, or when I get into that real work, I'm a whole nother person. And I don't play, and I don't laugh and joke, and I don't do none of that. So know that about this channel, all right? The lives will always be fun, entertaining, and goofy. When I get into that real talk, that's when I get focused. All right? So this Sunday, the hip-hop brain chip, I'll be going into it because the homie Elon done got 650 million. Yeah. You know, the brain chip program been in effect. Been telling y'all about that. But to tell you the truth is, you said they kept telling people got popcorn brain. You said they keep telling people got dementia. But the brain chip is supposed to be actually for people that need it, that are really disabled, people that can't, people that are born with messed up issues in the head, you know, all type of things. But we're not going to get into that. But what I'm going to tell y'all is, y'all been talking all this brain chip talk, but maybe people already got chipped already. All right? I'm going to leave it at that. Holler at me on Sunday. All right? Back to the Diddy trial of the industry, the game. What is the game now? Make-believe. What is it called? Acting in real life. What is it called? Charades. It's called pretend. Let's get back into fantasy land. It's called the Diddy trial. This is just one episode of fantasy land, all right? Other than that, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right? What they talking about? Well, once again, I'm going to give my analytics of the game. I have no favorites in nothing. I don't think I even got favorites in life, period. But I just like to talk about certain things out loud because I talk about these things to myself every day. I've been doing it. So I be want y'all to know that when I do this stuff, it's fun. When I like what I'm talking about, because I have learned so much in this world, but I have not learned that much as I have learned this past year and a half. I keep telling y'all this Diddy stuff don't taught me so much. No, y'all, you don't get it. Remember when I said stuff like knowledge don't come out of books? Nah, everything is real life. So, back to the Diddy trial. But let me clarify today, you got the real world. I keep forgetting that woman's last name. It is a real, what's that lady named Karen? She got a real charge. The one that slayed her husband, her boyfriend, whatever. They showing her case, and they've been showing her case and Diddy case the whole time. But see, the past week, they've been showing that woman Karen case more than Diddy case. So I've been watching the spectacles of different cases playing out different cases for different races. But I'm going to say, like I said, in my opinion, the Diddy trial is a circus. The Diddy trial is a joke. We're going to look at what the people saying. And guess who the joke is on? All right? You already know that. What's up, 1D? What's up, EK? What's up, Sandra D? What's up, Tamara? What's up, Tiger? Let's go. I ain't gonna lie. Like somebody said it yesterday in the chat. They was like, how another content creator had revealed the name of the woman's face that was hidden. I ain't say nothing, but I was just thinking in my head. I was like, first of all, how the hell she know the name of the victim that face was shown? Because I'm like, if that happened, that's on the gov. That's like the gov, that's their fault. But when I did my homework, like I said, I found out, yes, the gov had revealed the name because the gov had messed up allegedly and showed the woman. Some kind of way, something happened. But at first, I was like, ain't no way in hell a content creator knew that first. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, how the hell you know that? Get it? All right. Then I also knew something too. You can't be no content creator and reveal no government witness name. But see, when once I saw that they had already released it, and I was like, okay. But like I say, people in my chat talking like content creators be releasing exclusive information and shit like that. So I was just like, yo, you cannot reveal no information without the government permission when they got something to do with that case. You can't do that. Anyway, I'm just still seeing this content game, right? But it don't matter, y'all. Because we got to talk about the real today. Yeah, what's up? We up. This is what the people saying, right? Diddy used his bad boy company enterprise for drugs, bringing male escorts, like I said, prostitutes across state lines. Bop. Then I tell you, that's his trafficking. I said he was trafficking the male models. The male models. Why? The male models were his shooters, y'all. The male models, as you see, do what he say on demand. That's what I want y'all to all get clear. That is the whole purpose of this Diddy trial, is to reveal his behavior, how he works with his team, how he calls the shots, how he got people like the Punisher to do stuff. Just know the Punisher was used to punish men and women, whoever. Just know that, right? So I already said it, told you this, not because I'm smart. It's because the people that's in tune, they know exactly what's going on. So people that don't know about law don't even know why he got a trafficking, why they don't even know. He was trafficking male as well as women. That's what I keep telling you. The secret of the whole trial is all of the men activity. Whether you ain't gonna get no details of what he had men doing, what he had the models doing to other men, you ain't gonna get that. Cause see, you're gonna be a goofy fan and you're gonna enjoy the show and that's it. But he was trafficking male models. Now let's rewind it. People that know about sex trafficking, you know about prostitution, let's look at woman. When you take a woman from state to state and she getting money, and you take her from state to state, she getting money, and you taking her state to state and she getting money, that's trafficking. Well, now let's put a man in it. If say I got a homeboy, my homeboy's a stripper. He say, yo, bro, you take me to LA, you take me to Vegas, I break bread with you, bro. Hey, I got you, bro. Can you take me to these spots? Now, guess what? If my homeboy get caught doing that stuff, I'm gonna get charged. Because they're gonna say, what the hell y'all doing in California? How the hell did he get out here then? No, you with him, right? He my homeboy. I ain't had nothing to do with that shit. I was in a whole nother room. I just drove him out here. He paid me. I'm going to jail too, y'all, because it's called trafficking. It's sex trafficking. Sex trafficking is also a code word of delivering sex. See, all these words in law are twisted. See, sex trafficking means you're also selling sex. You're selling sex out the car. You get it? You're going from state to state selling sex. You're trafficking. Like drug trafficking. See, a lot of y'all don't get it. Like how you know you got drugs, you go from state to state selling drugs. That's what sex trafficking is, y'all. When you go from state to state selling sex. All right? So that's what this is about. But the main people he sex trafficked was the men. Just like I told you, for a lot of music fans, you don't know nothing about his fashion world. So when I went into his fashion history, I told you that's where he did most of the dirt. His fashion world of Sean John, he did not want to lose it. He owed money on that. And that is where he had all the male models. He's selling men clothes with access to many men models. Don't forget also with this man, he's a male model. He also was getting models from overseas. That's another thing with him. When he going to Paris or France, he can get models that's not from his country to do dirt. Also, you have to understand, all models he deal with, Punisher ain't the only one like that. Family, I saw the models bigger than Punisher he had for Sean John. Bigger than Punisher, y'all. Straight up. All races, too. So, being that I've been on top of this, I know exactly what's going on. Because this times he had like 4 Punishers with him. Get it? 4, 3 Punish, 2 Punish. That's how he rolled. Because when he had business to take care of, the male strippers was with him. Get it? Plus, when you look at, he's in New York. He's constantly in Florida. He's constantly in Miami. He's constantly in LA. That's the trafficking. Because the models got to be on deck. His personal model. See, now look at it like this. I spoke about it yesterday. He had security guards. Then he had dirty security guards. He had dirty security guards like who? D-Rock. He had legitimate models. He had dirty models. Get it? The legitimate models do their work, go home. But he had his dirty models that work off the clock. Because you ain't looking at models. Also could be a penitentiary dude with a physique. He's a model, but he could be straight out the penitentiary, all that. See, that's why I say, when I've been telling y'all that keyword model is what the word model would throw a lot of y'all off. But like I said, the secrets are in the word model. Because within the word model is really the man-on-man action, the man abuse. That's all hidden under the word model. Get it? But meanwhile, it's nothing hidden. They told you everything. It's just that it just shows that a lot of people don't know nothing, y'all. Because you just looking at it like a billionaire, he just had access to one model his whole life. He just used one model. You know, this guy named Punisher, you know, he's the only model he just had. That's it. See, your brain just think that. You don't get it. You know what I'm saying? This man can have 100 models pull up. So when I was doing history, meaning when I was showing people the freakoffs, all white parties, I'm showing them models in the crowd. Remember when I showed y'all the Maybach mansion when they had Meek Mill? It was models right there. I forgot to point them out to y'all. I that's how much I've been on this. I'm talking about, I showed the all-white party. It was minors in there, and it was models in there, everybody in there. But see, I was able to look through the crowd and break down who's who. So I'll give you a clue. When you're looking at any of them pictures with Diddy, and you see them bald head big dudes, those be the models, y'all. Yup, you always gonna see them bald head big dudes, the model. All right. Just like it's a reason when I was telling y'all, just like a lot of them ain't get that. Why the male models be bald headed? Because that represent masculine. You see what I'm saying? That's why it be like that. So you always notice certain times when he got a lot of big bald head men around him, those be the models. But they would throw people off. They be dressed regular. So whatever everybody else got on, the models be having the same shit on, so they be chilling. And they be looking like bodyguards. And that's what I was trying to tell you. So that man was very crafty. Because you got to remember, he had real security guard registered. He had dirty security guard. He got models. He got dirty models all mixed together. Now the models 6'4", you get what I'm saying? 230, muscular. He got them on deck. And he got all his muscles. That's why I say people not look, they just looking at Diddy. You got to look at the muscle he got. Well, no matter how big and grown you are, you're going to get jacked up easy. One going to grab his arm, going to grab that arm, that's it. If you get one throw you in the headlock, that's it. Whether they take you around the corner, beat you up real quick in Atlanta, hit you a couple body blows in the back, I want my money. Because I'm looking at it like he was extorting the industry. He was extorting the men. He wasn't extorting a woman. There wasn't no woman paying him. Huh? So if he in there for extortion, who do you think he was extorting? When the people behind the scenes, the gov, probably spoke to so many people and they told him they were giving him money. When they told him, he made me do it. I also look at it like he was mad because people went. I look at it like he probably wanted people to push the rock and market it, and they didn't want to market it. Nah, I'm good. He get mad. Oh, you don't want to wear you don't want to. So you don't want to rock with Sean John, and you don't want to rock with the Ciroc boys. So that's what he was dealing with. That's why these charges, this beginning of the case is back to when he was moving that Ciroc. So the key is he owed a lot of money. He was in a big deal, which means he had pressure on him. Why? It's clear because he knew that one day he was going to renew that deal. He had to work. So I also want y'all to see how much money was flowing around this time. All right. We saw billions go to liquor. We never had proof before, and don't get it twisted. We're just talking about one brand. If they told us they were shipping 2 million cases of just Ciroc a year, that's one brand, y'all. That had nothing to do with all the other liquors we was drinking. And somebody said real smart in the chat, y'all. A couple of y'all said it. Salute to y'all. Absolute, y'all. That's right. Absolute official then. It's official now. Just me saying it made me want to shout at Absolute. Because Absolute and that orange juice will always be right. And Absolute, you don't get hangovers. And the truth is, he did clone Absolute. He made everybody black forget about Absolute because everybody was drinking Absolute. And that's why they made that Ciroc look like an Absolute knockoff because it had the same exact colors. That's right. And y'all know Absolute still official. And definitely that Absolute Vodka Sky still official. I forgot to say that yesterday. So just by me talking about the Absolute made me want to bottle that. Because that Absolute get you right. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, y'all, I never went for the Ciroc. We spoke about it yesterday. I always act like absolute better. You see what I'm saying? I knew too much official liquor. I knew liquor. I knew my liquor. So I knew, oh, here goes some hip hop drink. Then what I do, I just wait, see. Then I started, that's why I say I started getting word on stuff. Yo, how that Ciroc is. Started getting word. Then one day, me and the homie put it in the freezer. We started seeing something freezing up. We like, hold up. This shit freezing up. So I was like, yo, that stuff suspect. So I remember that. All right. So now I didn't know if it was freezing up because it was a flavor one, but I was like, yo, liquor don't freeze, man. So anyway, let's go. Top of the top. This is what the people saying. We can talk about what the people saying. We talking about how this whole thing going down. Diddy used his bad boy company enterprise for drugs, bringing male escorts, prostitutes across state lines is illegal. You expect this trial to do and speak on everything in 2 to 3 weeks? Trials can take over a month or more, idiot. This is just the first part. The racketeering is next. So you would think I said that, but I didn't. So when I'm telling you, I just got unknown family members all over because they know what's going on. All my family know what's going on. And I ain't got to tell them nothing. So you see it right here. What they've been saying. People think it's a joke. People idiots. They're like, people don't get what's really going on. They have no clue about how this stuff takes a minute. And when I kept telling y'all from the beginning, you just got to watch it all play out. When I say what? It swings. It swings. Guess what's been happening? Well, remember I said last week, Diddy ain't been looking too good. But as of yesterday, Diddy team been coming back firing. Yup. And it is said that Diddy's team has been making that girl Mia look kind of weird in court. That's what they've been saying, y'all. They saying that his team was attacking Mia. But I never heard of that in court when a man's life is on the line. So, your family, if your life on the line, don't you want your lawyers to go hard? Yo, bro, somebody in court said so-and-so about you. Don't you want your lawyers to torment their ass? Well, that's what they said Diddy lawyers is doing. Let's go. Let's go. Why? Okay. Bringing male escorts, prostitutes across state lines. See that? Bringing male escorts, prostitute across state lines. Not Cassie. Not no females. His workers. No. This is about him trafficking men and pepping men and making men have a lot of sex. Using men for sex freak-offs, using men for freak-off rituals, and using men for freak-off crimes. That's what he was doing. Because I understand by me doing my homework that Diddy lived according to the ways of Rome 100%. 100%. And that is exactly how he dealt with his justice and his payback. Because if that man could not slay you, in my opinion, according to my studies, you getting bent over. And when he gets you bent over, he got the Punisher and the rest of them to get your ass. Why? Because I'm going to tell you again, the male models are no face, no case. That's why. All right? Let's go. So let me get this straight. A $500 hotel fee for baby oil cleanup is now being used to suggest sex trafficking and racketeering. So what are they saying? Well, they also are talking about how the man, somebody from the hotel spoke about the hotel room. But like I said, on this channel, everything I already spoke about. So I'm going to repeat it again. I said that everything already happened already, meaning this is going backwards. The case is backwards because every detail of Diddy's behavior, everything he did, everything he was accused of, every single thing was already put out as public information leading up to this. So remember, I told you about what them finding baby or messy room. That's what the man talking about when they found blood on the walls, blood on sheets in many hotel rooms. But like I said, I put together that same hotel he dragged Cassie at. I'm going to say that's the hotel they was doing a lot of dirty work at in Los Angeles. That is the hotel he did dirt at. Why? He didn't do that at his house. That's the room they tormented people at. Because I know that's the room they found the blood. When I saw the video later on, months later, and I said, yo, hold up. Diddy ran that hotel. I said, really? That was his hotel. It just wasn't his name. So in court, what happened? The head of security guard pleaded the fifth. Told you. He was running that hotel, which means they was doing a lot of dirt out that hotel for a minute. So that thing you saw with Cassie was just one thing. It was a lot of dirt going on. That's what happened. Allegedly. That is the freak-off hotel now. Because that's the hotel where the man found the blood at. Many, I'm talking about cleaning up blood, baby oil, lubricant, all of that. So that's why I say we got it all already around here because all the information came out already. Period. So that's why I say, guess who getting played? Guess who getting played? Like I said. Man, that whole shit like a Hollywood movie regulated. Look how dead it is. Because they know they stupid. Why? The information has already been revealed already. That what? He's not being charged for his most horrific crimes. And his most horrific crimes was done to men. Period. Also, what you're not getting, his whole team in court right now was accessories to his crimes. Because you got to know that industry people told on all they ass behind the scenes. All right? Even they told on Mia. They told on Capricorn Clark. They told on all they ass because they was a team. And he used people to clean up mess, all of that. So I get it very, very clear. You see, Diddy and his organization of bad boy members were a gang. And being that they were a gang, they are now jacked up. They're all in court together. That's what happened. They all in court, his gang. So what's happening is his gang is just telling on each other because they were all in on the same thing. You got the proof of what? Even if Cassie don't do nothing. What word did you get? Cassie even what? Calls up models. Which means what? They will tell you in court she got access to models. Which means she's in on the operation. You're not getting it. Let's go. You're not supposed to get it. It's entertainment. So let me get this straight. A $500 hotel fee for baby oil cleanup is now being used to suggest sex trafficking and racketeering. That's not evidence of a crime. Let's go. They said that Diddy will soon be trying to go to Uranus. That's what they said. He will be the first one to try to go to Uranus. Yeah. Let's go. This is what the world's saying. Somehow they saying some of the things I've been saying. Let's look. Is the X video trials done yet? Get it? Is the X video trial done yet? I need to, can't stop, please stop. The fuck. I mean, we just got the baby all back. Meaning they just telling you what is going on in this courtroom. What is going on in court? Meaning this ain't about nothing. This is about baby all freaky stuff. This ain't proving nothing. Why? Because everybody know the truth. The truth is right here. Let me show you again. Diddy used his bad boy company enterprise for drugs, bringing male escorts, prostitutes across state lines. Illegal. See, that is not being spoken about because none of his crimes with men have been spoken about yet. This is why the people that know this is nothing but BS because they know his real charges is what he did to men. So that's why people saying this is nothing but basically a bunch of freaky nothing because it's actually corny because people know it's bogus because the real stuff people already know because it was all released already. They're trying to turn someone's consensual adult activity into a federal indictment. It's sensationalism. The courtroom was a complete mess today. P.Diddy, you need to clean it up. So I'm showing you how a percentage of people like that know law, they like this stuff right here is something else. So when I kept telling you, one of the main purposes of this case was mainly, as of now, was to reveal the freaky, nasty behavior of a particular people. and everybody gets it clear. That's why they want to get to everybody's head. Get it to their head. All right? This is what they do. All right? That's why people are like, damn, all right, we're going to get to the trial. All this is nothing but a porno show, a porno court. That's what they said with this X video. This is nothing but a porno show. All right? Meaning, I get it. They're freaky as hell. I will stay away from them and my kids, everybody. All right? Let's go. So, what they say, they're trying to turn someone's consensual adult activity into a federal indictment. Bingo. So, like I said, why do they make memes like this? Why do they make videos, AIs like this? Diddy effed them all because the people that know the truth know the secrets to the whole game. He screwed the whole industry of men. That's why all the men done turned into church mouses. Shh. And the rest of them are laughing and joking and trying to play it off. Because 1,000 dildos, that was just in one raid. But they had 1,000 dildos for 30 years. You got the clues. Wherever Diddy go, he drops a dildo. You heard about him with a dildo at May's house to give you the clue. He been dropping dildos for 30 years, and this is about men. But y'all not getting that part. That's why the main people know this about men, but they ain't talking about what he did to the men because he abused the men. When I saw the story they released about what? Him making men go down on people. Period. He makes men go down. That's another thing. It ain't even about the get bent over part. He made men go down too. Everybody know because it was released. When I told you that Busby had 100 lawsuits, a lot of the details of what he was doing was in a lot of them lawsuits. And a lot of that stuff was to people that was in different departments. It wasn't no damn rappers because no rappers and no actors ain't putting charges on them. That's why you keep seeing all this other civil stuff because they were letting you know his behavior. Because all of his civil cases, his lawsuits, come from people that didn't make it. That's what y'all didn't get. The people that didn't make it, they got used and abused and sent home, they the ones on his ass. But you're going to see the secret joke is that all of those males are pink. When I said that's the revelation of the whole Diddy case from day one with the baby all in the dildos. And everybody know you cannot use no dildo and none of that in court. Unless a man got RAPE, but you still didn't get the part of he's charged for a RICO in Homeland went in his house and took the baby all in dildos as evidence. You don't get that part? Then get this part to make it real clear for you. All right? Right here. So let me get this straight. $500 hotel fee for baby all cleanup. Why was it a baby all cleanup? Why was it said baby all and blood in rooms? If you could understand that, then you would know why Homeland took the baby all and the dildos. I'm going to say it again. You would know why Homeland Security took the baby all and dildos when you understand that hotel rooms had to be cleaned up and there was blood in it, DNA. Because you're not getting it. Even though they told you already. Even though they told you on Meek Mill's birthday, blood on sheets, razor blades, you still don't get it. Because the people that know the truth like, yo, where the real talk at? This is about their personal life. This ain't no RICO stuff. Why? Because he said it was all consensual. Now, I'm going to say it again. If he would have had men in court, then his ass would have been in some real trouble. Like the people who blood was found, if they would have came out, then his ass would have been in trouble. But the thing is, when they found blood, we don't know who blood it was. You can be looking at their ass right now. You can be watching them right now. You can be listening to their music right now. You don't know. But if they had blood, baby all, they gave us a story. I'll pull it up this week. This fool had a power drill in the hotel. Also, multiple different hotel people told the stories, and it was about man abuse. Check the previous episodes. We laughed our ass off. I was literally crying tears when I heard all this stuff. That's why it ain't funny to me no more. I was crying tears, swear to God, on the live. Let's go. What they say? Diddy effed them all. He screwed them all. That's the joke. Now, you can't see how quiet they are. You can't see how, let's just go. No, what they really telling you too, they really also telling you that all of these guys were in the organization. That's why I said they're exposing them. The only information that is secret is classified information. That is it. They know. The powers that be know. The people that signed up for that life know exactly what's going on. Because I told you the powers that be are actually trolling these black organizations. That's what they're doing. When they understand that every last one of them went through a hazing process, all the hazing details are playing out in court. That's all it is. I know what it is. So the truth is, I get why they saying it was consensual and why nobody's in trouble for the what? Men. Because this is a black man revelation. That's what it is. Is the X video trials done yet? Boy, this Puffy trial has lost serious steam, huh? Started out with a bang, and now it's just bedroom in a lube bottle. All right, because people know what's up. Where the real stuff at? Why else is it boring this week? Like I said, because the shenanigans are over, meaning it's no more fun. Didn't I tell you I said Kid Cudi was for the rap fans. I said all the entertainer names are for the fans. So that's why with Kid Cudi, like that whole week, when it started the first two Cassie, it was like a TV show. Everybody was hype. But guess what? This week been Diddy's defense. So guess what? It ain't no laughing and joking. Why? It's for real now. Because people that was accusing him of stuff, remember everything was accused of was funny. Freaky, right? It was funny. But now it all has to get debunked. So now you're going to hear all the funny stories, but you ain't going to get to hear about what was bogus and what was not bogus. You ain't going to get to hear nothing. Why? It's a media blackout. That's why. And now you're going to see what I've been telling you. Everybody's going to play this game now. Either way, with Diddy, he's going to be going to Uranus either way. So let's go. Boy, this Puffy trial has lost serious steam. Started out with a bang. Now it's just boredom in a lube bottle, like I said. Because the truth is, the Diddy trial is for certain people. What did I say? The Diddy trial is based on that depression, right? Dark news. And people said, man, this shit dark. This shit corny, man. It's about they freaky nasty. Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with the law. We want to know about if he's going to get these charges. We want to see about these charges. You see, we want to hear about that man abuse in court. Stuff like that. Anyway, they're not getting it. So what they not getting? That's all this is about. Huh? It's about his preference. It's about what he did to men. What they say he did to men, like Saucy Santana down there in Miami. What they say he did. Huh? Diddy used his bad boy company enterprise for drugs, bringing male escorts, prostitutes across state lines. You see that, right? Male escorts and male prostitutes. Period. Because this man was dealing with highly GAY activity. Why you think they was on all those hallucinogenic drugs? And he making everybody get on them drugs. And they was on a lot of drugs of freaky behavior and mushrooms. Huh? Hallucinogenic drugs in Miami and everywhere else with all these people walking around. Huh? So you don't want me to, you think I'm stupid. When Saucy Santana, Young Miami at the crib, Nori and them right there too. DJ Khaled them right there too. Like I said, in my opinion, Young Miami was the front. That's who Diddy was with. Because Diddy like brown skinned men. That's what I see. All right? So that's what they was doing. Let's go. Day 14, Mia, a.k.a. Sarah, personal assistant, to stand again. They questioned why she stayed posting him on her Instagram and still communicated with him if he actually assaulted and RAPE'd her. It was to not lose her job, fear to tell anyone in a toxic work environment. So, in court, it was asked. They questioned why she stayed and posted him on her Instagram and still communicated with him. How many of y'all heard about that? Anybody heard about that? Anybody heard anybody cover that? I'm dealing with this whole thing blind. You get it? That's why I told you I ain't watching nobody. I'm just tapping in with it and just keeping a fresh, open mind with it. Because it ain't about nothing anyway. I got all my information I needed. All right, let's go. I got all my information and all my jokes. See? Nope. I'm going to say it again. How many of y'all know about Diddy's lawyers going to work? How many of y'all know about that? I'm just talking about it for a certain thing. I'm just talking about it for a reason. That's right. No, y'all, damn near every content creator on YouTube is a weirdo. You ain't figured that out yet. I ain't going to say everyone, but you just, all you got to do is just keep watching, man. Keep watching. The more this, I'll tell you, by the time this Diddy trial play out, you're going to see all this shit clear as day. Trust me on that. All right? Okay. So, Carmen, you didn't hear it. How we in the world where some of y'all didn't hear this stuff? You mean you heard about you heard about everything else? You heard about baby all filled up tubs. You heard about the Punisher. You heard about dinglings and coochie. Y'all did not hear about his defense. Y'all did not hear about how it was said his lawyers was going so hard, the judge had to keep stopping them. Well, I didn't see it neither. Let's look. Let's look at what was said. Day 14, Sarah, the personal assistant, on the stand again. They questioned why she stayed. Why did she post him on Instagram and still communicate with him if he sexually assaulted her? And she said it was to not lose her job and fear in a toxic work environment. Now, my opinion is she's right because no way out. So, of course, she had to play the role. But now the talking part, that's one thing, but the pictures and posting on the timeline, that's something else. Now, as far as I'm still talking to him, I get that part. Texting, I get that part. Why? People be fake, do that all the time. So that ain't nothing. But when you post to somebody on your timeline, who knows? All right? Why you think they're telling you keywords? The Diddy trial is really a fruity trial, but it's playing out really with women. And that's why people really saying, yo, this stuff with the women on the stand don't really hold no merit. Where the men that's supposed to, why the men ain't understand? See, that's what people waiting on. See, people want to know what's good. They're like, yo, okay, we get the woman part, but what about this part right here? All right? But that lady knows no way out. So, as you see, I'm just showing you his lawyers' work. His lawyers put the pressure on. And they asked, well, why was you still texting him? Why was you still, showing him love? So let's go. As you see, Cassie had the baby. And it's a movie. This is why people laughing at it. This is why people saying what they saying. All right? It's a lot of reasons why. So let me get this straight. A $500 hotel fee for baby oil cleanup. Let's go. Let's go. We just getting started once again. Government acknowledges witnesses' face was shown in error. Prosecutor Marine told the court that hours earlier, the face of Mia was mistakenly shown on video, piped into the courthouse overflow room. The judge asked if something went wrong with the eradicated footage that should have been aired or the incorrect version was used. All I'm going to say is this. If that woman dip off, it would, now see, it'd be funny now, right? She dips off because she got scared. Her face was showing. You should just disappear after that. All right, that's why I say I ain't gonna lie. The shenanigans of the case is funny to me now, because I like to find my own ways to get laughter, right? The like me laughing at the crowd, that should be funny. You know what I'm saying? It just show how much a loser people are. It also show a lot of motherfuckers ain't got no job, no life. Because for you to be going to court all day in 2025 to watch some shit that got nothing to do with your life and wasting time on that shit every day, oh well. Oh well. Fool, I'll pay a bum to go outside and stand out there for a couple of something to drink and a bottle of liquor. Yeah, you stand out there and hold this camera. All right, let's go. Because Diddy is going on a trip to Uranus, guys. Yes, he is. Anyway, what they saying? If cross-examination is being limited, it undermines the whole trial, especially in serious cases. You can't just take someone's word at face value and then stop defense attorneys from challenging it. That's not how truth works. So as you see, they're saying for some reason, some of this stuff is kind of controlled. But I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? I don't know. Anyway, top of the top, who in the chat? Let me see what y'all talking about. Abercrombie and Fitch CEO was trafficking too. I wonder they tried. That's what I'm saying. It's so much going on. He is the face. Guess what else he is? He's the scapegoat. He's a distraction. It goes according to what you just said. Everybody now can get away because he's going to get the blame. That's how it works. This made the Epstein list pipe down, right? Why the Epstein, y'all ain't noticed this neither? I told you they was going to tell on themselves. Y'all didn't know that since Diddy been in trouble, a lot of other celebrities that were in trouble, they more active now. Like you see, so Diddy got the trial started, people seeing Ellen coming back. You seeing Tom Hanks. You see what I say. You seeing this other thing going on, y'all. That's why I say, my smart people, you will get it clear. When I told y'all about these lists, you just got to watch how it plays out. Also, some people got spared. Some people got humiliated. 47 gave some of them a pass. I think some of their ass don't live in this country no more. I'm telling you. Some telling me that Jay-Z and them don't live in this country. It's certain people, they don't live here no more, y'all. Because they can make all their shit real through the internet. And I know for a fact they not good in certain states. I showed y'all already. None of them can live in no red state, period. That much I know. They cannot live in Miami. They cannot. Now, see, they got California, but see, they took jurisdiction over California. See what I'm saying? Man, they can't, I'm telling you. When Hollywood got burnt out, that was them resetting California. I mean, resetting Hollywood. Yeah. So everybody that was there and bad, they ass ain't coming back. They can't live there. So it's some things going on. All right. But see, all of the real people, you're going to notice Oprah been more active. You have saw everybody be more active since the trial started. Get it? My people that know about the Epstein list. My people that know about Pizzagate. We talking about Pizzagate today. They still talking about it. This took up for everything. See, this took the smoke off everything. But see, that's what they take up. That's why they pay them in this game. You gonna be that scapegoat every time. That's right. That's right. So, while they're at the Diddy trial, that's right. Anyway, it's so much going on right now. Let's get into it. Because now I'm going to show y'all once again what the world's saying. And 50 Cent said he don't want him to get out. 50 Cent said he don't want him pardoned. Let's go. If cross-examination is being limited, it undermines the whole trial, especially in serious cases. You can't just take someone's word at face value and then stop defense attorneys from challenging it. That's not how truth works. Well, let's go. When the judge says a defense lawyer is too aggressive, I hear they ask questions I didn't like. They ask questions I didn't like. See, people saying, it sounds like the judge, all right, you get it? Since when is assertive cross-examination a problem? Diddy trial. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anyway, like I said, I will not waste my life on this. Guess what? Now we get to look at the definition of a fake friend, a fraud, a faker. When I keep telling y'all, they playing this game on all y'all called pick me. It's not me. When I keep telling you a million times, it's all of them. It's all of them. It's all of them. But you get to see the reality of they think black people stupid, but it's really not that too. The other revelation in this whole thing is that a lot of black people support this behavior because they born and raised in it and they from it and they do it. Don't ever forget that part. When I tell you we had a time of people exposing themselves, don't you ever forget that part. They also know they have many supporters that are just like them and love them and will do the same thing they did if they could do it and will turn their back to this day because they know it's a nation of them, right? Because a nation of them will breed it. Yeah. Master breeded a generation, a nation of these same kind of people. That's right. That's why I told you I'm not them. Nope. But what y'all are not getting, this is based on willing participants that have been participating in a behavior for 30, 40 years. That is all it is. It is a revelation about a behavior of people that had to do certain things to make it in this world of success and fame. And what damn near everybody had to do that live in goddamn gated communities too. Huh? They got to do it all of that. Because they have always let a couple slip through the cracks. It's called sign up. And that's all it is. So I know exactly what it is. But the thing is, I don't care. All right? So, it's the same thing your daddy said for you to whip your ass. It's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. And that's about it. You get it? Because it's not my fault people getting exposed. It's not my fault they're all in a world of a rainbow. It's not my fault that people have been inspired by undercover rainbows for over 30 years. When I understand that Diddy was a Care Bear and he launched that rainbow out his heart, brother love, and touched everybody's heart some kind of way. That's right. And he ain't the only one. Because now, right, Jamie Foxx, a fake friend, a liar, a fraud, a snake, playing black people's face, lying black people's face. I'm the one that told you Jamie was a fraud and faked the stroke. He faked the whole movement. All right. I'm not going to go back into that, but I'm going to show you fraud because before I knew anything about a rainbow, before I knew anything about nothing as a fact, the three suspect people, well, it's a couple of them. The suspect people, me and my people used to joke on, and we always laugh at, was Jamie Foxx, Busta Rhymes, Diddy, and Red and Meth. Yep, those the main one we all looked at as suspect. Come to find out, it was the truth. Proved it on Meth, proved it on Redman, proved it on all of them. Because they from Def Jam. That's right. Now, once again, the real media is trolling. Because when I saw the fake media talking about dumb, they was talking about Diddy supporters. Well, here's another Diddy supporter on national TV. All right? So, why am I saying that? Because this is the media way of trolling. What are they saying? Everybody knows where his friends at. Where the men at? You mean to tell me he's with men for 30 years? Where they at? Who's that? One of Diddy's friends from Howard. So, all I've been seeing is his childhood friends. Now, what am I saying? I'm going to say exactly what I said to y'all already because it was proven yesterday with this man right here. When I said it's only two things. If you know for a fact you know Diddy and you've been around this man, there's no ducking it. You either, if he didn't do nothing to you, you're going to be there as his friend. But if he did something to you, you ain't going to show your face, period. If you did dirt with Diddy, you ain't going to show your face, period. So this is one of Diddy's real childhood friends. And like he said, I'm not choosing no side in this. I just come to see what's going on. And what else he said that was very important that I told y'all? He said it. The guy I know is a good guy. I know him from school. I don't know the side of this guy. I don't know nothing about this dude, meaning I didn't experience that shit with him. When I told you, that's how life works. When you a real friend, you're supposed to be there for your friend, regardless of the fact. Because if you know your friend before that, you like, yo, he wasn't like that around me. Something must have happened. But you know what? The time we had, I can at least vouch for that. And that's what he did. See? But I'm just showing you. This was to expose his fake ass friends. See that? Now let me flip it to let's say that was me. I had a childhood friend, and let's say I had a childhood friend that was locked up for robbing a gas station and slaying the owner. But I ain't see this friend in decades. But we grew up together and we had a lot of fun. We was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Fuck it. I ain't see him in 20 years. Guess what? Our friendship's still there. That's who he was when we was together. That's who he was. He was a good dude. We had fun. He wasn't like that. Something happened in his life. But at the same time, who am I to go against him when I know what we had? No saying, meaning, you get it? I'm showing you how this shit work. When I proved you that people in this industry were with that man for how long and how many people he paid, but you ain't getting the main part that he abused men and stuck his penis in men. That's why they ain't there. That's the part y'all ain't getting. He stuck his penis in the men. They're embarrassed. That's what this about. Either they embarrassed or they ass got abused. Because I'm going to tell you again, why you think Genedeal could show his face? Because I keep telling you, the people that he didn't get could show their face. That's what I keep telling y'all. It's all written. When I keep telling you, I watch the real news. I don't watch control, low-level Negro news. Not at all. Why? Because they're going to talk about other shit when they really should be talking about Diddy coming back to go up. I mean, he's going to go to Uranus. He's going to go to Uranus of all the content creators. All right? Because Diddy used his bad boy company, enterprise, criminal enterprise, for slinging drugs. What drugs? Pink cocaine, all type of drugs. What he did with those drugs? Make men do it. You gonna do them drugs. All y'all gonna do that shit. Huh? You gonna do them drugs. He also selling to their ass. He turned their ass out. Y'all didn't get that neither. Diddy put all their ass on drugs. You heard about Meek was on perks. Meek was turned out at one point. One day I'm gonna do a live on all the people he turned out. French admit he was turned out. You ain't looking at everybody that was around him turned out. Ray J turned out. When Suge talking about was a time when Ray J lived with Diddy in Miami. When I told the only person I listen to people like Suge. No, it's the men. It's the men. It's the men. Who working the most on this internet? The men. The men. Who are the damn content creators? Men. Let's go. What they say? The drugs. You gonna do that pink stuff. You gonna do whatever he say. Why? He was also bringing the male escorts and prostitutes. Punisher. Using his criminal enterprise disguised as a record label. Disguised as Ciroc boys. With lace drinks, lace baby oil, guns. Huh? Criminal behavior. That's what this is about. What he did to men. Whether it was violent or consensual. Either way, the terror is being explained. The terror is being shown. Let's go. Jamie Foxx calls out Diddy during Comedy Store appearance. He's a nasty MFer. For black people, that was our hero. The Oscar winner addresses the fallen mogul sex trafficking trial and its impact on the community. Bingo! Told you that's what the world said. That's how the world look at it. Jamie Foxx just said what the world's saying, what the world knows. But I'm also showing you I'm also showing you the serpent by the name of Jamie Foxx. All right? But he don't know. He's a Negro. So he ain't got nowhere to go. Because he's trying to shed his skin, but it ain't going to happen. So you will see. Diddy was his friend. He's slaying Diddy he's slaying Diddy for content, but he's also still trolling black people at the same time. What he's saying, black people, that was your hero. Huh? Jamie Foxx calls out Diddy during Comedy Store appearance. He's a nasty MFer. For black people, that was our hero. A nasty motherfucker. So what I say, it's a little bit of Diddy and everybody, because he was their hero. That's why. And that's how people look at it until you're proven wrong. Until proven wrong. That is the new stereotype. So I told you, yo, they don't look at you as an N-I-double-G-E-R no more. They look at you as Diddy now. That's the new word for N-I-double-G-R now. Can I tell you that? No. They are teaching 22 million people that came into this country, whatever you do, you stay away from them people. That's they're about that life. All right? So Jamie Foxx is making a mockery of everybody, everything, trying to get paid, because he don't know I know Hollywood dead. I know why he was doing independent film before he faked out, because he knew it was a writer's strike. When I saw him doing MGM Bet on TV commercials, I knew he had been fell off. But see, Jamie Foxx is slick. His ass went back to comedy, right? Because he know it's over. But when I said everybody affiliated with Diddy is finished, when I said he's the first liar when he came out and said Diddy tried to get him, I explained to you that every Hollywood actor lied on Diddy because the actors know their career is over if they don't get away from it. So what happened? Jamie Foxx was the first one to say Diddy puts on his drink. I'm going to repeat it again. Denzel said he left the party. Will Smith came out and said, man, ain't got to do with Diddy. 3 top actors. The 3 top black actors were accused of Diddy parties, Diddy news, Diddy behavior. The 3 top black actors, all 3 of them told bold-faced lies. The other one, Kevin Hart. We can keep going. Now, you answer me one question. How the hell could every single black celebrity, black artist, black rich person that made it famous, how the hell did they all get incriminated by one damn man? Because you don't get it. I get it clear. Common sense, he controlled all of their ass. Because Master said so. Master said, Diddy, you the overseer. You could whip their ass, but he did too much ass whip. He did a little too much. And if you know about it, hey, you never saw a slave movie, you would know exactly how it goes. The overseer can whip your ass, but he can't do whatever he wants. That's another thing. Why? That's property. What you're not getting? Diddy was abusing them, but they all under contract. So what's that? That was somebody else's property. When I went into how they was abusing people, him and Jay-Z was blackballing people, but you're not looking at the money they was messing up for other people. Like I said. Let me rewind what I said before. Remember, we talk about Carrie Hilson, right? And Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? But you're not looking at the people that signed Carrie Hilson, the people that paid her money, the people that thought she was going to be a star one day and invested in her. But they found out years later, yo, you mean to tell me Carrie never became a star because they were blocking her and making calls on her behind the scenes back in 2003? See, I'm talking about like that. This is what they were doing, monopolizing, criminalizing, and extortion. But he was extorting men abuse. Why you think Cuba Gooding Jr. charged in it? You don't get it. Every single black actor that was famous, they had to come see him. I already broke it down. He was the Hollywood casting couch, walking. The freak off was a Hollywood party. And everybody's there. So it ain't one piece of black ass in this game he ain't get. Know that part. How you gonna know? It's simple. Nobody went against him. It's not about who we got. It's about nobody went against him. So I told you the whole shit is reversed. It ain't about what they say. It's about what they don't say. Because they can't say nothing. They're under oath. And the ones under oath is the one that got their... All right? It's simple. This is why the more the realer this shit get, you just keep watching men behavior. That's all you got to do. It's very simple. No. It's about how damn near a whole generation of men got flipped into punks. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Everybody knows. Is the X video trial done yet? I need to can't stop. Please stop. I'm just, they like, man, all this baby all talk, all this, they get it, everybody's get it clear. But wait a minute. All right? He charged for RICO and all this other stuff. Wait a minute, he was abusing. They're like, this other stuff ain't nothing but like personal behavior of a weirdo and a freak. All right, let's go. We just getting started. Just looking at what the people say, y'all. If cross-examination is being limited, it undermines the whole trial. Especially in serious cases, you can't just take someone's word at face value and then stop defense attorneys from challenging it. That's not how truth works. All right? So, Diddy's friend here, Jamie Foxx, using Diddy for clout on stage, making up stories and clowning, saying, now let's ask this one question. With all this Diddy news and Diddy trial, why would Jamie Foxx get on stage and say that Diddy was black people hero? Huh? The question is he telling the truth? When I understand the whole concept of black people, he is telling the truth. To prove if you don't believe Diddy's black people hero, well, why are people saying free Diddy and all that? I would never say no dumb shit like that. No, they showing you who they are, y'all. But what y'all not getting, who they are is playing out in front of the world. What's up, Barbara Floyd? See, this is a world stage. You always heard about these world stages. The Diddy trial is more of a world stage of embarrassment than anything else. When I said what? Cassie got her payout already. Let me tell you how real the world is. The world is so real. They can have broke people, right? Broke people, y'all. Poor as fuck in real life. Sad over Cassie about she got her ass beat 14 years ago. But today, Cassie's a rich woman with a life. That's the joke on you. The joke is, you guys going to stay behind the time. Why? We're laughing at y'all reacting to shit that happened over 10 years ago. That alone is a joke. Why? Because we're telling you about something 10 years ago, but you have no clue about what's going to happen 2 years from now ahead of you. Huh? You see how simple that is? Diddy trial. Diddy trial. Let's go. Top of the top. Let's go. So you see what Jamie Foxx said? He's a nasty MFer. For black people, that was our hero. No, fool, said it was your hero. In black Hollywood, he was your hero. Because all y'all want to be like Diddy. Huh? In black Hollywood. Or any Negro that went to the club every week and popped bottles and bought out the bar and got drinks for everybody and bought sections. No, they got a little bit of Diddy in them. He was their hero. Diddy was black people's hero when it come to flossing and being jiggy. You get it? Getting jiggy with it. He was their hero. Huh? When all them blacks want to go to black and white party, they want to go to white party. Then they want to go to the black party. All the blacks that would love to party their ass off. Damn right, Diddy was their hero. Damn right. Damn right. I watched Diddy put the spirit of party in these fools. Huh? I have never seen people party and get drunk so much. They goddamn outdid the crackhead era. Yes, they did. Hey, they drank more bottles of rock than crackheads smoked crack. Yes, they did. How we know that? We got the proof. These fools told us they were shipping 2 million cases a year. Now you times 2 million, each case, 12 bottles. You tell me how many bottles that is. And what are you nerd geniuses? I can't look it up. Help me out. How many bottles of Ciroc is 12 times 2 million? And that's what they did in a year. Huh? So I tell you, they were drinking more Ciroc than the crackhead was smoking crack. That's right. That's right. So anyway, I tell you, man, I know why a lot of people brain ruined. What's up, D Hobbs? They need to start talking the deletions. They indefinitely avoiding the real. Yeah. That's why I say it ain't coming out, chat. Hold up. Y'all see Johnny Gill party? Nope. Hold on. What's up, Alpha? Right, bro. The message is right. The message is in the bottle. The Diddy all. That's right. So, like I said, y'all. Now, SUGEKNIGHT has been saying some real stuff, and I'm gonna be getting into that at another time, right? But SUGEKNIGHT has been saying real stuff, and on this channel, I told you already. A lot of y'all know how it is. So we got new people. I'm gonna say it again. Your whole life, you was told who to like, who not to like. I'm gonna say it again. I have never ever picked favorites. And if you want to be clear, I also have, you want to talk heroes? Hey, I never been against the bad guys. I thought about it. When I was young, G.I. Joe and Cobra, I like Cobra too. When I was young, shit. Transformers, I like Decepticons. Just as much like the Autobots. I might like Decepticon more, I don't know. So I always been like that, y'all. I don't know why I'm a person of balance. I'm a person of fairness, but I never been a person of favorites, and I never been a follower, and I never thought how people want me to think. Me, I'm that same person. I'm gonna say it again. If you one of them people who try to get me not to like somebody before I meet them, it ain't gonna work. Now I'm gonna listen to what you're saying, but you ain't gonna persuade my thoughts. So I've been new about Suge. Suge tells the truth. He makes up shit sometimes, and sometimes he be trolling. But I know Suge. When I told you about Kanye. But you're going to see people was trained not to like Suge, but Suge can tell you the truth, and that's why I said a lot of y'all don't get it. It been like that. When I say a lot of people think I'm so smart. No, I ain't smart. It's just that I never been in control who I learned from. I never listened to the same narrative. That's why all y'all, I started watching people, everybody can say the same shit. You can say the same shit your whole life because you were told who to like. I can listen to somebody and I don't care about their ass. Before I listen to a Klan member, I'll listen to a Nazi man say what he got to say. Shit don't faze me. He ain't talking to me. He ain't gonna do nothing to me neither. That shit don't faze me, y'all. But I learned something. See, I know if I sit listen to a Klan member speak his real mind, then I really get to know how they think and I get some real knowledge on that shit. That's me. You and your feelings. So I'm saying that for a reason. Because Suge been talking his ass off and he been telling some shit. But what he was talking about recent was all that gay behavior. And the person he was talking about was Jamie Foxx. All the fruity stuff they was doing. Like Jamie Foxx don't think I know that's his real head. So I've been knew these dudes were pink because they started dealing with too much cosmetics. When I told y'all they were on their Instagram timelines trying to be cute for their male fans. That's what they were doing. Because it's not a coincidence that celebrity men have a heart. All that was on purpose when they had men liking with hearts and hearts and hearts. It was on purpose. They started trying to be cute. This the real Jamie Foxx. When I understood they Ben was wearing movie beards, movie hair. You call it tracks and glue ends. That's the shit they was wearing in movies. Same thing on Steve Harvey head. That's right. But what you're looking at when they were really, really, really being fruity. So when I told you, man, my people been knew they was fruity. We knew that back then. But now Jamie Foxx. And what else they doing, y'all? The main thing they've been doing is putting on fronts for different generations. That's all they've been doing. See, their whole mind is set on tricking Generation Z. That's it. Hey, they can say what they want, but shit, Generation Z still like me. And it's two people. The old heads that don't know shit and the young people that don't know shit. That's that. I've been watching this whole shit play out. I was even going to post somehow. People been roasting millennials, saying they're the most perverted, saying they come from a touchstone generation, saying the people that had millennials, their parents was touched on. I'm telling you, there's so much stuff being spoken on. So I ain't even going there today. But I'm just letting you know. They saying the millennials, the main ones in the freaky shit. They the main people that was into the, but like I said, no sex, condom, sucking junk, all that shit. They saying they the most freaky, raised up in orgies. Yeah, y'all. We ain't going there today. But what they're saying is this. What's the narrative is this. The black men of Hollywood, of entertainment, are all Little Richard. And it's that simple. The only difference in the Little Richard days is, in the Little Richard days, it was no such thing as having to act tough. Because if you act tough back then, you just got your ass whipped. So you didn't get the whole concept of why Hollywood was like that. Because when them black men had to perform in front of white women, they had to be feminine as possible. Because back in them days, masculine was a crime because Hollywood was set up like that. It is no such thing as a real masculine man in that game. It's not going to happen. Now, he can keep his masculinity. He can hold on to it and keep it, yeah. But if he don't, he shall lose it. Meaning, he can be masculine behind the scenes, but when he's in that game, when he's around his peers, when he has to get money, he got to be in character mode. It's called Little Richie. But like I said, Jamie Foxx don't think I know, because what did Suge Knight say? He dropped a very powerful bomb on Jamie Foxx. He said that Jamie Foxx and this guy right here were dating. And Suge Knight said that this guy right here was known, he's known in Hollywood for giving head. They say he's known for getting tossed up. Because you forget about the celebrities that fall off and don't want to leave. Because they say he stayed at Jamie Foxx's house. See, I didn't get that part. When they be doing bad, see? Ray J doing bad, he lived with Diddy. See, did Ray J ever tell you he lived with Diddy? No. But Suge Knight did. But you still watch Ray J, right? Fool Ray J was living with Suge in Miami at the freakoff mansion. That's why I say, guess who's getting played? Guess who's getting played? When I tell y'all this shit, this the end, it's playing out right now. So I'm about to take off, right? I'm watching how even down to the last bit of fiber or entertainment news, this shit being controlled to the last end. Same thing you heard about Will and Bashir, right? They said that was him. All of them, y'all. They're all G-A-Y. Some are alpha males, some are beta males. That's why they even know about each other's ways. All right? But that was Jamie Foxx's boyfriend. They said they called him something like a superhead, something like that in that game. And I'm never going to watch that movie again, probably. All right? But yeah, they say he's a boy toy. And he ain't the only one, y'all. It's all of their ass. It's all of their ass. So, I saw Ray J's pictures. So he never tricked me, but he tricked y'all. Yo, y'all, you know we did them videos. You know I did. You know we went into that. That was 6 months ago. Can y'all see how fast time fly? When I tell you I love to sit back and watch this shit play out. When we've been exposed, Ray J and all of them. Y'all, I've been watching them. Look, they don't know. Damn, everybody they've been watching is with that rainbow. Salute to the rainbow people. This y'all month, right? This y'all month. Salute to y'all. No, the only thing y'all not getting in this whole game, you got all the other people that were rainbow. The Diddy trial is the revelation of the down low man in hip hop, the down low man in Hollywood. This is about the down low side, y'all. That's what's going on. Are y'all getting it now? Remember you see everybody else come out the closet? Everybody. But everybody came out, right? You kept seeing it. A decade, you saw people come out or kiss people. You saw something. But it was laughing and joking. Look at him. What you didn't get was the feminine men came out. The feminine men, the beta males, y'all know, those are the ones that came out. Lil Nas X. See? Bobby Valentine. All that was the beta males. The masculine ones. See, the part we at now is the ones who were screwing them. Are you getting it? The ones who were screwing the one. See, you kept looking at the ones you know and seen. Let me give you an example. It's very simple, y'all. See, you know about Saucy Santana. We just getting started. I'm going to just give y'all a clue. I'm going to give y'all an example. Let's scroll down. Top of the top. Who up? We about to go there. Hold up. Sometimes this stuff be disappearing. Here we go. See? This what they didn't get, y'all. This how I know a lot of people slow. You didn't get this part. You have revelation of all the feminine men in this game. Whether they came out the closet, whether they was outright, no matter what it is. But you still did not ask, who is the ones screwing them? Obviously, it's the masculine ones in the closet. That's when I knew people were slow. That's when I knew they were all slow. So, if all these feminine men in the game done came out, been busted throughout the years, who you think was screwing them? Obviously, got to be a masculine side and a feminine, right? If you got the ones that bend over, somebody does the sticking, but you ain't put together who the ones do all the sticking. The ones who do the sticking, they the ones exposed now. The ones who are in the closet down low, this is their turn. That's what it is. It's their turn now. That's why they all out here. Oh, shit. Shh, shh. Oh, hey, man, look over here. Hey, man, look at that. That's what's going on. The ones who were screwing the femme ones, they the ones in the closet, but the closet has been opened up. The closet was the details. This meant fruity thug. The fruity thugs, meaning everybody out here acting tough, they're really fruity. LeBron, the rest of them. Everybody around Diddy acting tough, fruity. The ones that were bending people over. When you still didn't comprehend that guy that be with LeBron, Rich Paul. Google Rich Paul now, look at him again. We looked at Rich Paul yesterday. He the one that had on the tight ass pants. But you still didn't get maybe Rich Paul and LeBron right there. No, that's what it's about. But see, it's a code to it. Guess what else happening? It's also a big grooming. All the men have now been groomed. Any man that has never known about the gay lifestyle, has never had no inside detail, no information, never knew about Astroglide, you know about it now. You have all been highly educated at Rainbow Six. That's what the Diddy trial is, an educational system. What's the joke? All the men were willing participants. So if all the men were willing participants, this was nothing but a big promotion. Promotion to who? The rap fans, that's who. Huh? When I told y'all, it comes from them. So these also two guys SUGEKNIGHT spoke about because he's confirming what I said. They are the ones of it. Quincy Jones is the breeder of the shit. And I prove to you that he was Diddy uncle. Him and Clyde, best friends. Quincy Jones was the key factor of the East Coast, West Coast beef. The three pillars of the East Coast, West Coast beef. Jimmy Iovine, Clyde Davis, Quincy Jones. Period. The pillars of that shit. The ones who got rich. Because at that time, there was the old Hollywood execs that said, yo, it's time. We're going to get paid off this new rap stuff, man. Plus, the Gov want us to run it a different way. And it's called the prison program. It's called 3 Strikes Outlaw, crime bill. We got to get all this stuff going, man. So we're going to get this gangster stuff popping. We're going to make some money. And hey, we got to do what we got to do. And in this game, kind of Hollywood, you got to be pink. Getting that Hollywood movie, you got to see them guys right there. Guess you're looking at the casting couch right there. Who's the other man I've been spoke about? Clarence Avant. He passed away, but he was Diddy his day. He was known to be a goon, but he also was known to be a goon. He did what Diddy did. But guess what? He was called Uncle Tom. Why? Because everybody knew he had to do the dirty work for the powers that be. Same exact thing Diddy had to do. Same thing he did, Jay-Z and him did. He, see that man right there, Clarence Avant? His job was to keep the entertainers in line. Keep their ass in line. That was his job. But they called him the Godfather of Black Hollywood. Those are the two Godfathers. That's the bastard Quincy Jones that lied on Michael Jackson. Lied on Prince. He lied on everybody. He's a fucking liar. He's a serpent. He's a devil. He's a demon. Guess what? He has inspired everybody. You like Will and Jada? Thank Quincy for that. Everything Will is, he made him that. You like LL? He made him that. There's levels of this shit. Y'all don't get. When they started out, there was one person. When they was rapping, it was something else. When they went to Hollywood, that's when they got down with Babylon. That's right. Hollywood is Babylon law. Period. They had to get in line. These Quincy Jones is one of the wickedest bastards while all black families been contaminated through him and Motown, y'all. When I broke down this channel, that touching on your family shit come from the Motown era. I proved it already. So if you ain't watched Witches of the Industry, when I showed you them album covers, them album covers were freaky. They were promoting subliminal messages of blacks touching on each other, humping on each other. I showed you Gladys Knight in the Pips. They fucking touching on their sister. She touching on them. They humping on each other. I watched Star Trek movies. I watched a Star Trek TV show, y'all, from the 60s. They showed a scene, allegedly, where Captain Kirk had to resuscitate somebody, and he would put his mouth on somebody. But I'm trying to tell you, I know this shit because I studied it now, y'all. The touching in the family shit, that shit comes from the Motown era. And it was passed down through many different ways. Yup. When I tell you that whole scenario, or you was raised in a house, they knew it was going to be a time where that music was going to make y'all so horny, and y'all were going to be so much subliminal attack, y'all going to start being so horny, y'all going to start humping each other. This way it started from, y'all. Through visuals, audio. But what I'm trying to tell you with them, their job was to flip your ass to get that money. It started from them throughout the generations. So everybody you ever heard that was G-A-Y in this game, it was true. All right? That's right. You're looking at a flaming bisexual, powerful man. Diddy his day, Quincy Jones. Career over. You just got to only know one thing. He wasn't violent. He used Clarence for that. Clarence was the violent one. He was the one that pulled out the pistols and all that. Stuff like that. But they all know they all work for the man. Get it? Keep those Negroes in line. Marvin Gaye and them, keep their ass in line. When they want to talk that black power, whatever they talking about, keep their ass in line. All right? Then, like I told you, it was past the Diddy, his generation. Keep their ass in line. All right? Here's the proof right here. They just thought a lot of black people would be dead, in jail, sick, on dialysis. What's up, Faith? They thought a lot of people wouldn't be around no more or remember this stuff. For Jamie Foxx to try to make it like him and Diddy might not have been the tightest of all tight, he actually think people like me forgot history. Because I remember this time, once again, this when all of them was on top of the world at the same time. This is what? When they were proud to be black. This when everybody was proud. This when they were winning around the world. Both of them in blockbuster movies. This is what was going on, y'all. Even though these same two bastards came out and said they ain't got nothing to do with Diddy. And even though we looked at a party, we went into a freak-off party. Will Smith right there. But see, when I'm telling you, the joke and game is being played on the fans. That's who the joke is on. The joke is on the black community. That is it. That's it, y'all. All right? See them holding hands? Showing you this where it come from. That is the industry of black entertainment. This is why everybody in black entertainment know what's going on. You see what Quincy Jones doing right here? That is what's going on in the Diddy trial. Diddy is our Quincy Jones. He's not our hero. He is our modern day Quincy Jones. It's just that peanut brains can't comprehend it or don't want to comprehend it because of this thing called rap music. No. See them holding hands? Did I not show y'all Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight humping on each other? Because they know they job in Hollywood and they know what they better do when they on that camera. They know what they better do. All right? Same way you seen Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas kiss. You seen it all. Dennis Rodman dress up. You saw it all. But you just didn't know they got to do it. That's the part you didn't know. They got to do it. So now that you know they got to do it, now you know why they can't say nothing in this Diddy trial. I've been telling you it's been revealed already. I'm not revealing stuff, nothing. I just decode. I just decode it, give analytics, otherwise known as my opinion. But I know everything that's going on, all right? Because the baby oil was not for women. Women don't put baby oil in vaginas. No. Astroglide don't go in vaginas. When they find Astroglide baby oil and stuff that knock your ass out and pink stuff. No. But when you got to get a straight man to get down and freaky, he got to take pink stuff or be knocked out. Now let me speed it up. We just getting started. Let's go. It is not lost on me that Cassie had white nails on her wedding day. The same white nails she told us Diddy prefers for freakoffs. Uh-oh. Did I tell you people not going for everything? When I tell you people don't got no favorites, people doing homework on this. They ain't going to the trial. Let me show you. I get to show you real clear. See that? See? This is called the idiot show. See that? Outside the courtroom, don't know nothing, ain't gonna hear nothing, because the real stuff been told and shown already. The real shit is right here. Bingo. It is not lost on me that Cassie had white nails on her wedding day. The same white nails she told us Diddy prefers for freakoffs. Huh? Like I said, I just enjoy the show. How about you? It's boring now. That's what they saying. Why is it boring? Because they say Diddy's lawyers been going to work. And they're saying, uh-oh, they exposing some stuff. The white nails are the freak off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But I know what's up. It's called, what I said yesterday already, Cassie was an accessory. Cassie was a worker. They all were workers. That's why they ass had to work a deal. And that's what happened. But when I told you, all right, people that know, they know. They know about the white nails. So Cassie had white nails on her wedding day. The same white nails she told us Diddy prefers at the freak off. Well, if I abused your ass and made you wear a particular color, when we break up, would you still love that color? I don't know. I have no clue. Or she could be brainwashed by that color. Who knows? Maybe she's still going to think Diddy going to whip her ass. Let's go. She also had a pizza party at their wedding. I don't think I need to elaborate what a pizza means in that world, and she knows it. Diddy party, Diddy trial, Pizzagate. Now, my family that know what's up, salute to y'all. But most people, they have no clue what this shit means. Let's go. Huh? Let's go. So once again, somebody's getting played. Because they always going to get played. Who getting played? The ones that don't know what that pizza means. I told you I get my fun off this other ways. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right? It's a celebration. It's a celebration. All right? And she got on her all white. Let's go. Diddy said he's sorry, y'all. He want a pardon. He want to pass, y'all. What else? Y'all watched the movie Blink Twice, right? Y'all watched it, right? The people that watched it. What they do at the end said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He just kept saying it, but he was showing you that he didn't mean it. He was just programmed to say that shit. That movie Blink Twice is about Diddy, man. They just switched the characters. Huh? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. No, they say y'all just some sorry ass people, period. Your ass always sorry. Stop doing messed up. Stop doing stuff. We always got to say you're sorry. No, yeah, you're right. You are sorry. That's just about. All right? What we looking at? When the judge says a defense lawyer is too aggressive, I hear they ask questions I didn't like. Since when is assertive cross-examination a problem? Diddy trial. So, now that this week the shenanigans and jokes over with, since Diddy's lawyer's been aggressively working, this part of the trial ain't cool no more. All right? Mia, a.k.a. Sarah, personal assistant, to stand again. They questioned why she posted Diddy on Instagram and still communicated with Diddy. If he assaulted and RAP'd her, it was to not lose her job. Fear to tell anyone in a toxic work environment. So Mia was cross-examined by Diddy's lawyer, and it was said that the judge had to calm it down because it was going too hard. Basically, the judge had to keep stopping. All right? The judge had to keep dictating on certain things. Or maybe they were just highly aggressive with fear. Who knows? But also, they closed up early yesterday, too. Let's go. They say she posted Diddy on Instagram and still communicated with him. That's what they saying. Now, let's go. 50 Cent does not want Diddy pardoned by the president. 50 Cent has made it clear that he does not want Diddy to be pardoned. As you see, he's sticking a knife in him. What else I said? The main thing 50 is showing and telling the world is that Diddy did not get him. It's very simple. That's what this is about. All right? He could be proud. He feels good. He's with the president. But the main part is he didn't go to freakoffs. He has nothing to do with it. And Diddy did not get him. That's what y'all not getting. Okay. Let's say you don't like 50. It's okay. Now, you give me one other rapper with the same behavior as 50, the same aggressiveness of 50, the same cockiness, the same strut right now. Like, oh, some Diddy didn't get me. I'm straight. That's right. I'm talking about you got to show me somebody else like that. You will see it very clear. Who's confident like 50 right now in this rap game? Talking junk, showing their face, laughing, happy. Who's doing it, y'all? I know it 50. They trolling their ass. You gotta be able to read between the lines. He is the one that Diddy didn't get when he told us Diddy tried to take him shopping. So, what you're looking at is, he's the proof that Diddy didn't get him, and if you wasn't strong enough to stand up to him, he's gonna get your ass. Simple. Now, you think all them rappers that's 5'5", 5'7", all them drugged out rappers with no strength, Diddy drugged them out. Why? You ain't gonna fight back. You ain't gonna say no. There's a reason, man. It ain't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know this real world. He wasn't punking nobody. He broke their ass, and then they were willing participants. That's what happened. So you got to show me another rapper. Like Suge in jail, he locked up. He ain't scared of Diddy, but he talking a lot of junk. So you show me somebody that's free. Why they ain't talking junk? They either got to be a rapper that talk about busting their gun, how gangster they are. Who else dissed them? Gucci Man. Wow, Gucci Man was around him in Atlanta. He was around 300. He was around him. He dissed his ass. I'm telling you, I've been putting this shit together, y'all. It's reasons why I put it together. If 50 was around Diddy, diss him. Gucci Man was around Diddy, diss him. Why nobody else ain't diss him? Because they the ones he got. There's no coincidence. I always knew Gucci Man ain't rock with him. Always knew 50 ain't rock with him. So they the ones that made me look at it like, damn, that means everybody that rock with him, he got their ass. Then I start seeing Joe Budden later on. Oh, his feminine ways coming out. Then I start seeing all this feminine shit coming out. I got it clear. Then I see how I do my homework. Half these rappers were still eating. Jay-Z and Diddy were feeding them still. Feeding them. I'm going to say it again. Jadakiss and FatJoe had to start a YouTube channel. They both were signed to Jay-Z. Both of them. So I'm supposed to watch they knock off ass? No. I'm not that sorry, bruh. But when I told you, why nobody, if FatJoe the gangster, why they ain't talk? Family, I swear to God, please, for real, I'm not playing with y'all. You mean to tell me FatJoe and Jadakiss, none of them ain't talking about it like no kind of way? No kind of way. No kind of way? Well, I'm saying that because I want y'all to see how clear it is. You see Diddy's friend from day one at that courthouse? He went to school with him, Howard. He wasn't abused by Diddy. He's there supporting his friend. So I'm going to say it again. If FatJoe was his friend, if Nori was his friend, why they not there? It's only two things. Either you was helping Diddy with his crimes or you was a willing participant. Why you ain't there? Why? If he didn't get you. It's very simple, y'all. So that's one thing. Screw if they didn't go. Are they at least talking about it? I'm talking about giving their opinion. Usually I see them go viral for everybody else's opinion. Well, you know, FatJoe comments on what Kanye West said. Jadakiss comments on what Nori said. FatJoe
says, if it wasn't for Jay-Z, it wouldn't be no Super Bowl.
Did Fat Joe say anything about this Diddy shit? Now, fool, I even heard Busta Rhymes say something now. All right? Even Busta Rhymes said something. All right, that's it. Busta Rhymes, what he said? We just gonna let things play out. All right, Busta, at least he said something. That's my point. All right? No, Busta Rhymes ain't on YouTube acting like a damn content creator. He got more dignity. He got more money than them broke-ass fools. That's why Busta Rhymes ain't got to play in nobody's face. They do. They got to still get their weak-ass content off. All right? So my point is this. That's how you know it's all consensual. Because Jamie Foxx was a willing participant too. Now, he is smart enough to say, hey, I might as well use this fool for content. But at the end of the day, Jamie is exposing himself. Because Jamie Foxx, Suge said this was your lover, bro. Suge said you had that man at your house, and they said you and Dr. Dre and all y'all were passing that boy around. That's right. They said he couldn't get right since Menace, y'all. The truth is, they said that he was getting slutted out since goddamn Menace to Society, y'all. So look at him back there, how young he was. And now you'll see why he ain't get what? No more movie roles. And when I saw him on Vlad Reason, I know he was fruity as hell. He looked fruity as hell. That's right. No more movie roles. Why? You got to prove. What they did to him, same thing Will and Diddy did to Bashir. Them rich men had so much fun with their ass, they couldn't even get no more movie roles. They were getting high and getting screwed, guys. They lost focus, y'all. When I told you they tormented souls, what else I'm showing you? The truth what Suge Knight told me is this freaky, fruity-ass behavior has been going on in Hollywood at a high level since the 90s. When Suge Knight talk about, he questioned Dre, like, yo, Dre, we got to fix this stuff, man. These rumors getting out here, man. We got to do some damage control, bro. Well, Dre said, I don't know why they worried about my business. Why they worried about what I do? He right. But it was confirming, man. They was doing that shit back then. Cali, guess who spread the fruity gospel? Well, we already know it was the capital, but I also now know that LA is the home of down low thugs. It's the home of that shit. When I've been put together, those black men in Hollywood, them black men in LA are already trained to do fruity shit with all those rich men. California has a lot of rich gay men. Yes, they do. They might got the most rich gay men of all time, California. So I know what a lot of y'all was doing out there. That's right. Because a lot of y'all men were not big hustlers and y'all damn sure didn't work. Y'all were gangbanging a lot. So I also know what y'all did a lot too. I know. It's clear now, y'all. I know why y'all love the Hollywood. Y'all the home of down low thugs, bro. That's just what it is. I'm talking about they was on that shit, man. They was raising that shit. What Suge said I said about Ray J. Ray J was raised in the house. Ray J is a liar. He lies about everything. Suge said, how the hell was Tupac at your 21st birthday, fool? he exposed Ray J. Ray J, you talking about Tupac at your 21st birthday. Ray J, you were 10 years old. Pop, shut up. Lying. To who? The dummies that listen to him. They so sorry they listen to Brandy Brother, y'all. Fam, you have no clue. You have no clue, man. Entertainment been over. Ever since Ray J started a podcast, Bow Wow, Black entertainment been dead, y'all. Y'all just been chasing the smoke. What else is the secret of this shit? Quincy Jones died on Diddy's birthday. November 4th. Yes, he did. While Diddy was in jail, Quincy Jones died. All the black Hollywood gatekeepers are gone, y'all. It ain't no, remember I say no such thing as the community? It ain't no such thing as black Hollywood no more neither, y'all. All they ask on the internet, guys. All they ask on the Instagram page is no more such thing. They're not cutting no checks. All right? They just independent brands now running around with their name. That's it. That is it. Unless they getting a check from one of them corporations, they just run around with their name. Before, they would run around tickling each other buns. All right? Let's go. Because they want to know, Cassie, why you still wearing them freak-off nails? And Cassie, why y'all got a big-ass pizza at the wedding? That must be some good-ass pizza. Let's go. Now we're going to get into some real talk, what I said. When I told y'all all that stuff was a crime, Who thought I was playing when I told y'all that woke stuff is a crime now, y'all? Let me explain this thing to y'all, man. Let me explain this thing to some of you knuckleheads and hardheads. Cause I still see some of y'all, right? Y'all don't be know how to move in the chat. So I just been trying to save y'all from like your own stupidity and just trying to save a lot of y'all for ruining y'all life. Cause that's where we at now. You either going up or down. And if you go down, you ain't coming back up. It's just what it is. So when I've been telling people that all that certain talk in the chat, all that conspiracy theory stuff, antagonizing people, taking your beliefs, spreading gospels, spreading venom, whatever you call yourself doing, I want to tell you that it's been, when I kept telling you it's a hit on that, fool, the government called a hit on that behavior. When I told you they taking over every platform and everybody's in court right now, because really what's going on, they're going to see, they've been trying to see what platforms they're taking, but they're taking everybody getting shaken down. Because last time somebody got kicked off the internet. Last time it was this thing called fake news, a lot of fake stuff. But the woke movement was started by Hollywoods. What was woke? Woke was, I see something, I feel a certain way, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say it out loud. And hopefully what I say, hopefully some others chime in and get with this shit. We woke. The woke movement where people sleep, still just running their mouth. The woke movement became a bully movement. It became a cult. It became a gang. It became people on the internet, soldiers. But then somehow the whole woke Hollywood, Malibu flamed down. Burnt down to the ground. Burnt down. Because woke Hollywood had inspired Black Hollywood. And Black Hollywood and them all inspired you. The woke movement was against 47. That's what it was. But I told you something. It ain't that. It went too far because when I said it was never no such thing in this country as people talking about the government like that. On no level. Period. But you're going to see when I said they let it go on, they let it happen. Because they were flipping Americans inside out. So that's why everything backwards and foul, they let you do it. Now they saying no more. That's why you keep seeing all this shit getting reversed. You ain't get it yet. You ain't see all these laws reversed. When you see these laws reversed, that means every law reversed, you was allowed to do that for a certain amount of time. And it was a reason for that. But this right here, it ain't about that. The main thing, what I was telling you about, you know what it's about? It's about the groups. It's about the troll pages. It's about the people with the fake identity tormenting. It's about terroristic behavior. It's called turning the country against itself by employing it. What happened? The whole movement was about people going against each other. Why? If I didn't see things your way, you had a problem with that. If you ain't see things that way, you had a problem with it. Divide and conquer, division. Where they became slaves on the internet. So I kept telling y'all, man, get that shit out of here. Leaving stupid ass big paragraphs on my page. Nobody give a fuck that. I brought it back to how the internet was. I've been on this thing before a lot of y'all got on here. That's why some of y'all still don't know internet behavior and etiquette. You got on the internet in a brainwash era where the internet was used to spread social opinion, social engineering, social justice, social thinking, social everything. Because you were on social media seeing social workers at home, disabled, collecting social security. The whole woke movement mainly consisted of the welfare system. What else? The disabled system. What else? People that be in the house all day don't do shit. They was the main participants in it. Why? They the ones that had time all day to do nothing. But it wasn't about opinion education. It went too far. So, when I told you all this shit was getting tracked, when I assumed to let TikTok be open, because they studying their ass. And then I know it's certain states still catching hell, certain states been burnt down, certain places been flamed out. I'm telling you, the woke movement been getting banged on. I've been spoke about that. Why you think that shit say December 30th? After that was said, guess what happened after that? Floods. Arctic blasts, storms, tornadoes, all that started happening after that. And then what I've been doing is studying the places that been happening at, because I know all the places where the most woke people be at. Yeah. But when I tell you a lot of people got wiped out, no, it's the truth. Because most people were. So you gotta understand, that's just one thing. That whole concept was based on divide and conquer, meaning if you don't see things like me and I don't see things like you, then that's a problem. That's what that was about. Even though you know how the whole woke movement was fake, it was nothing but based on everybody getting their information on the same goddamn internet, repeating the same shit. Let's go. But I told you it was a crime, right? So a lot of people, this is why it's turned up like that. When I'm gonna say this right now, I said it before. I think a lot of this shit is based on 47 revenge. I think once he realized that that community hate his ass and they never going like just like let the shit like nothing go, they just gonna always hate him. I think that's why it's no more mercy, y'all. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I think it's the reason why it's no more mercy and only certain people getting spared. Because they got the proof and evidence and facts in these databases that people have been trashing that man for so long. Because last time they made an ass out of him. Yes, they did. Kicked him off the internet, trashed him. They destroyed his ass. But now he's out for revenge. So that's why you're going to see. Smart people know it's been so much stuff happening. Because back in the 80s and in the early time, he didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Blacks respected Trump. But for some reason, the new generation was brainwashed to go against him. But now he's the president. Somehow you're going to see a lot of things going to be going against him. That's why I said what this Diddy trial about. That's what a lot of this shit about. When I said everything you love going to disappear, did I tell you any lies? No, I know what this is about. When that man fought to get him stimulus money, and them other people said just get him 600. I'm going to say, I think deep down in that man probably was like, yo, why they don't like me? And once he realized they ain't never going to like me anyway, and they brainwashed, why the fuck they going to be here for the next 4 years anyway? You know, we're not doing that this time. We're not doing that. Elon, go buy X. What I forgot to tell you yesterday, $10 million invested in X. Huh? $10 million gave to Elon. Guess who's still winning? What am I trying to tell you? Elon, go buy X. Why? Twitter was the main platform they was bashing 24/7, right? The woke movement was on Twitter. So when Elon bought Twitter over a year ago, I've been told you why he bought it. That was to silence their ass. When I said Twitter has not trended for black entertainment for 6 months, I know why. Because it's a muzzle, it's locked down. They bought Twitter and took that shit over. Y'all didn't get it. Why he took it over? Now you want to know why they bought it? You get it now? He bought it to control that shit and shut down black Twitter. Because black Twitter was with the woke movement. That's what happened. That's why they bought Twitter. When I tell you, when I kept saying, y'all, it's a government hit. It's a government hit. I know what the whole shit about. When I said all the king horse, all the king men, when I kept saying from the top to the bottom, what I really was saying, from the top celebrities and all of their fans. That's really what I kept telling you. All the fans that believe in all this shit, they all the ones going down with them. Get it? The ones that believe rap was their culture, the ones that believe one day they're going to be rich, the ones that believe they're going to be fly and do all this fake ass shit, they all the ones getting dealt with. They all the ones going to fall victim of this shit. That's what it's about. And guess what? I'm going to tell you the truth. Anybody against 47, all this shit is for y'all. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Anybody against 47, the plan is to get you hell the next 4 years. Talking about in life. When I saw the tariff shut down, that's to shut them wigs down. That's to shut that hair. Everything y'all do while y'all were running y'all mouth on the internet, all that shit track, all that shit shut down. We know how you make your money. We know the time of day you do this, the time of day you do that. Now you're going to see everything somehow just going reverse. Yup. Okay, that's what's going on, y'all. Oh, you don't believe it? Let's go. Police use drones and canines to apprehend suspects after Uber driver shot. What are we looking at? Thank you, Judith. The new form of policing, which we spoke about already. Spoke about the police got drones 2 years ago. They been had the budgets. They been got all of that. New York, everywhere got them. But why did I show you this? Because if you've been in the real world, you would know what's going on overseas right now. They using drones right now. We speak. So you didn't get that. The police are now military. And that's why they ain't playing with you no more. Ain't no more of that other shit. Drones on your ass. When I say no such thing as you run no more, we just ain't at that level now. When we really get to that level, if they want you, they just send the drones out. Drones will find your ass because you're going to get tracked in that city. You all in the Instagram fader. All right. Instagram, Facebook, all those databases, all of them under police agencies. Mark Zuckerberg gave everybody information to tech companies that deal with law enforcement. Everybody that post them selfies and love they got them pep, all that shit I told you for government shit. All y'all in databases, period. Now it's all gonna be according to the future, how you gonna live your life. All right? Because you will, they're gonna be, that's what all that's about. Defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. Shut up! Ain't no such thing as defund the police, stupid ass woke. You know what defund the police mean? Get these dirty cops out of here. That's one. Get these lazy ass cops out of here too. That's two. For three, they all getting replaced with cameras. They getting replaced with technology. Why you think you got stop signs with lights? Fool, I broke down years ago how you got lights in your neighborhood right now with cameras in them. A lot of y'all don't even know all the goddamn cameras with the lights in it. See what I'm saying? You got lights in parks now with cameras in it everywhere. Because 5G technology made all things one. Before, police couldn't even share certain things with each other. They can now. This whole shit is based on crime. I told you, crime is the enemy. Crime is the enemy. Criminal behavior is the enemy. That's why the government is dealing with all of this, or you're going to see them dealing with this shit like government behavior. I watch TV. The last hostage situations, they sent drones to people's house to handle that. Or you don't want to come out? All right. Drone to the house. That's what they do now. Straight up, military force. So, what is the number one criminal music in America? What is the number one criminal music? That's why it's getting dismantled. That's why all this is happening. Because they declared war. Remember, they went against the flag. They went against the flag. Then they kept talking junk. But they didn't know they were declaring war. So when somebody got back in office, the party continues. Let's go. That's what's been going on. So when I told you this shit was about people running their fucking mouth too long. That's why nobody's getting spared at all. You can talk, run your mouth. It don't matter because it's set up anyway. It's set up for you to keep running your mouth. So eventually your ass gonna get dealt with anyway. Like I said, don't be surprised if some of y'all, when you're looking for jobs, you don't get one. Don't be surprised if some of y'all, you trying to get a crib, you get denied. Don't be surprised if some of y'all ass get flagged because everything I'm telling you, they already did in China first. Why? You know damn well in every other country you can't talk about government officials. But here they let you do it for a reason. But now it's going to be a crime now. It's a reason for that. Anyway, let's go. See that? This is the new world. What I keep telling people, I'm going to tell you 1,000,000 times. If you don't do dirt, you don't have nothing to worry about. So I'm going to also tell you why a lot of y'all telling yourself, man, you know they're going to do this, you know they're going to do that. Fool, are you a pervert? Are Are you a child trafficker? Are you a criminal? Why you always talking what they gonna do? When I keep telling you, everything they doing is to stop crime. Everything. You know they're gonna do this, right? You know they're gonna do that. Fool, are you a criminal? That's that talk. See, what's woke talk? Let me break down woke talk, y'all. What's woke talk? You know what they're doing to tariffs, right? Let me ask you one question. When the last time you ordered something from overseas? Do you buy stuff from overseas? What do you order in bulk? Do you deal with those? Do you order anything? So why the fuck you talking about it for? That's that woke shit. Meaning woke means you know about shit, but you don't do shit. You're woke. That's what it means. You in the bed, you open your eyes, I'm up now, woke, but you still ain't get out the bed yet, dummy. That's what woke mean. You know a lot of shit, but the shit you know don't apply to you and you don't apply to it. You just woke. Told you, you're going to always get pranked. That's what woke mean. You just know a lot of shit. Woke mean you a big-ass hypocrite. That's what it mean, y'all. Well, you know, man, they doing this, that. You know this, that. You know, just talking. When I told you that's that hippie shit, it would just mean hippie. The hippies were woke. It meant talk about shit all day and gonna do shit. That's what y'all became. So running your mouth is a crime. But I told you this crime got unwritten rules. The secret behind it is they know everybody that sold drugs, drug dealer, sold they ass, everybody was a prostitute, scammer, criminal, ran their mouth on the internet all day, and then went out at night and participated in their crimes. When I told y'all they studied this daytime algorithm, they studied it for years. They seen people selling weed online in the daytime, people selling their food stamps online in the daytime. I'm telling you, when I told you it's a hit on a particular people, they made it where your rent is going to be so high, it will be no such thing as you chilling in the house all day doing nothing and typing. That's why it's like that. All right? And for those who don't know, I know what's up. The goddamn homeless economy is so big, you can front from me all day. But if you don't got 3 times the rent to get in that crib, you're not going to fool me. Plus, I know it's no such thing as getting a lot of tax money no more. So like I said, the woke movement, the people that talk all day, because the people that's really woke ain't got nothing to talk about. They just get into it. Huh? I watch and observe a lot of shit. But guess what I do? I be quiet after my lives. Did you know I mostly be quiet for most of the day? You probably didn't know that. See, you judge people on the internet because you're stupid, right? A lot of y'all, this y'all reality, right? So what I mean is, you would swear to God that I probably just talk all day and run my mouth, but that's total opposite. Facts. So I say that for a reason. The internet is not my reality, it's your reality. That's why every fad and trend you got caught up in, from woke movements to baby oil. Huh? That's why this whole trial is a joke on everybody. When they say what? Let's say it again, y'all. What they say. It is not lost on me that Cassie had white nails on her wedding day. The same white nails she told us Diddy prefers for freakoffs. Because Cassie is trolling, that's why. That's why. Playing in your face. Playing in your face. Anyway, let's continue on, y'all. We'll get back to that. What I'm letting y'all know is, if you know how they fighting wars overseas, this how it's going down right here. This what I want y'all to get clear. The criminal is who the war is against, which also means all forms of military force will be used. I'm talking about from surveillance, all of that. That's what's going on. I've kept throwing it at you. What they got going over there, that's on them. They talking that's them. They got something else going on right here. Trying to tell y'all, man, people don't know about the real world. It is so much money on the table, things got to get right. When I tell y'all shit gonna be good and better, I know what I'm talking about, but I know it got to happen first. All right? Diddy trial. Diddy will not be convicted. He has too much dirt on Oprah, Hillary, LeBron. So far, the prosecution has improved one charge. Diddy, Oprah will not let him spend a day in prison. They told him to sacrifice 9 months in jail and he'll be paid. Uh-oh. They calling him LaMonica Lewinsky, LeBron. See the jokes? Every shot they get, this is called a Diddy leak. That's right. Anyway, why I say that? Because this is what the people saying. It's always been F King James. Now it's really FFF LeBron, the racist Diddy humper. F LeBron. Told you they call LeBron a racist. Because he was always talking that black talk. Meanwhile, he didn't back it up. When I told you the whole country against him, that's right. That's right, y'all. Everybody that voted for that president, put him in that seat, that's everybody who's against all of them. So that's why that was the nail in the coffin, y'all. That's when I knew it was all over. You just didn't know that. When I kept saying the only thing they doing, y'all, is trying to keep it going in the black world, that's it. So the black world now is actually something that I tap into. What's up, y'all? What's going on? When I ask y'all, yo, what's been going on the internet? I'll be dead serious. Yo, what y'all see on y'all? I'll be dead serious, y'all. Then after that, I leave out of this shit, y'all. Peace out. I'll be out. I don't know what's going on. I leave this shit alone, y'all. That's what make it fun for me. And then I get to walk around in real life and nobody know I do content. This shit fun as hell. All right? Other than that, I'll be bored. So look, right? The secret is this. Everybody know what they was doing. But look, let's just look at this real quick. Something I said right here. Hip-hop, Diddy, Jay-Z, LeBron, billionaire. James, 2.6. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? Huh? What did I say? I said, family, the number one crime is they didn't do nothing for black people. So if none of us had nothing to do with it, which I don't get is what I get, if it wasn't over this freak off Cassie stuff, it was going to happen anyway. Because it wasn't nothing nobody going to do to stop it. Guess what else? It's not a coincidence. They take an oath on the Bible too. They got that book too. The thing is, they also didn't know that book would be used against them in a court of life. That's why it's called basic instruction before leaving Earth. But the point is this. They thought they were bigger than all of that. That's how stupid they were. Because they also didn't know it's the book of good and evil. Huh? It's right here. When I say, yo, what y'all don't get is, you Negroes, everything they did, they abused black people. So, I know why they where they at. But look at this. But ye have despised the poor. Somehow your neighborhood's still poor. Somehow shit ain't changed. Somehow shit got worse. But you kept telling me about all these damn billionaires. They billionaires. 5 billion, they billionaires. Your life was trained on praising people that live in a better neighborhood, richer than you. Your life was so scrambled. You were so poor. You celebrated people that were richer than you and never even gave your ass a penny. Not even a free ticket to a show. They never even said, we're going to give out free tickets to a concert at Mask. They didn't even do that. Thank you, Kimmy Lou. No. You have despised the poor. When I said you got people who don't respect that. Even if you're a piece of doo-doo, they don't respect what you do when you don't try to help your own. When they go through your neighborhood, it's still like trash. You know the powers that be said? It don't make no sense. We get them all that damn money, but we still got to put our money into the shit. They still talking about what we ain't do to the black. They don't do money to their own shit. That's the truth of this. So what you looking at, people that already knew this already. But they don't want to admit it, that they were just chasing the bag, buying, stunting online. They were, what I always called Diddy in the beginning, shiny nigga. I said they shiny niggas. All they ever wanted to do was get money and floss. Let me bring it back for you. All they ever wanted to do was get money and floss, shine, because they're gay men and they like when men like them. It makes them feel good. They got all these men loving their ass. That shit went on for 30 years. You can clearly see back then, it was never about the woman. Can you see it now? It was never about no damn woman. That's why you can take these men, 30 years, put them together. Their woman shenanigans, their woman behaviors limited. They have not even been in no real cheating scandals with women, period. Somehow they all got fruity rumors on them, though. No rumors of cheating with women. Rumors of being fruity. Why? They've been told us the formula, what they got to do to get the money. It's called Little Richard. Meanwhile, it went on since Little Richard days. How long you think Quincy Jones been doing it? But I want people to understand, Nobody cares about nobody's sex. Because that's played out too, y'all. No matter how freaky you want to be, nobody cares. Whatever your sex is, nobody cares. Who freaking cares? You got to live with it. That's your life. That's the problem. See, the woke movement, you know what the woke movement did too? The woke movement kept trying to make us think everybody's life is our life. And we all got to be concerned with the same stuff. We woke over here. We woke. See, we over here, y'all. Come on. We woke. We all got to be the same. You didn't know y'all already being trained to be brainwashed by Babylon because you didn't know Babylon meant one world, right? Y'all all got put in these one world orders called cults, called woke. That was really a one world, new world order movement. The woke movement was a new world order movement. We all together. We all is one. We all the same. That's what that shit was, y'all. Meanwhile, guess what? Guess who got lost in all this shit? Guess who got lost in everything? Guess when everybody go back to their normal life, guess who always stuck with nothing? All right? Guess who always getting all the blame? Guess who shit never changes? Let's go. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? Told you the rich man oppress you. Had his finger on your neck. What did he in trouble for? Going to Diageo, the makers of Ciroc, telling them, if you do any business with the black community, you better do it with me. When I tell you they had their thumb on the black community neck, because they knew that shit meant money. When Jay-Z knew that he was going to get a cut off the Barclay, you see to this day, and to this day, I didn't step in that Barclay, and to tell you the truth, I ain't never going to do it. Never. That's y'all. Because I know who lived down there. I know who had that property. I know that was one of the most important parts of Brooklyn. But it got sold out by a nigga that owned less than 1%, something like that. Because he knew if that black community would have got into uproar, it would have never got built. So the powers that be knew that. They paid his ass to be that pacifier. This is when I was trying to show you how they been knew the black community get you money. It's as simple as this. Hey, sir, we want to put a store right here. Well, we heard you run the gangs on the block. Hey, man, you think if we give you a little cut, give you a little something, you can convince everybody around to chill out? Cool. Bingo. Because I have a say-so in the black community. But when you understand thousands upon thousands have been doing this shit for years, then you know why Al Sharpton got a TV show on cable and he don't walk around outside no more. Because it's called the black card. Then they troll us to make you think the black card was a damn Visa card. No, the black card is the card they use to get rich off the black community. That was also another joke. All right? But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, freakoffs, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Drown men in destruction and perdition. Why? This is about men. This is about rich men with foolish behavior that you follow and inspired to be like. That's what this is about. But they are showing you they're fools because they told you they deal with Scientology. They deal with everything, even though they all swear oaths on this Bible. But they had no clue that even their own people use this Bible against their ass. Because even their people go to church. Huh? But they go to the real church. Huh? It's a reason for what you're seeing, y'all. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which will some convert it after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. See that? Diddy has pierced himself. It's called he shot himself. Of many sorrows. I'm sorry. Many sorrows throughout the years, doing people dirty, dragging people. That's all of them. So I told you I know what this is about. I told you I know when it's a green light. I know when they ain't coming back. I told you already they ain't coming back, y'all. Sorry. It's a reason for that. Here's the enforcer. Here's the security to make sure they get the hell out of here. That's it. Police drones, canines. That's what's happening. So I'm letting you know. This ain't about race. But if you want to make it clear, Black Americans are the ones that mind their business, pay their bills, raise their kids. They look for success. They strive to be great. They're good people. They don't bother nobody. They stay out the way, and they just good-hearted people to the root. But it's these other people. They're the main ones always using that word black. Like they talk about it all day. They just be on this black stuff. They're the ones that's the criminals. They're the fake black people. The real black people are the ones that built this country. The real black Americans are the ones that built this country. They also respect the flag, meaning their ancestors put in hard work, blood, sweat, and tears and paid their taxes. Also, their family members have graves, tombstones, like they have bought stuff, got titles and deeds. Those are the real black Americans, the black owners, the black successful people. Those are the real black Americans. The other ones, those are the knockoffs. They are also called foreigners now. They're called, they call everything else but black Americans. That's who they are. All right? So I want people to know their separation. Who they coming for, who they gonna get, who gonna be gone, who's gonna be gone, period. Why they gonna be gone? Families. No such thing as being unsuccessful your whole life. And you ain't getting it together in this term. It ain't enough days and time. That's how I know it's over for their ass. Only thing gonna save a lot of them, they better take up a quick course. That's about it. Quick. And they gotta do while they at it, they gotta fix their credit too. What else is proven? We're gonna get back to the organization at their hotel. Exodus. The people shall hear and be afraid. That's y'all. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestine or America. That's y'all. When I say what? This whole trial is to put darkness on your ass because it's an exodus. What? 22 million people came in. Guess who leaving out this bitch? Exodus. When I say your time is up, Exodus. When I did a video and don't get X'd out, Exodus. Your ass out of here. Your time up. You ain't the favorite. Exodus. Who this trial affected the most? People shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants. So what I said, the plan is for all y'all to feel sorrow, pain, misery. What else they said? Let me show you everything I said that is proven out and they telling you to your face. What they telling you? They know this shit traumatizing people. What they say? Sign up for the Diddy trial newsletter. Making money, right? But look what they said before that. This live briefing may include graphic description of sexual violence. For resources on sexual assault, call the National Sex Assault Telephone Hotline. Why? They know this Diddy trial is tormenting every single sexually abused person in this country, whether they was a victim or they were the ones doing it. They know this is traumatizing. They also know Americans love freaky, detailed, nasty shit. They love it. Because everybody has bowed down to sex, sex, sex. But you thought it was a 6. But if you know about other languages and nations and knowledge, you would know what 666 really is. Sex. Thank you very much, Dragon Lady. Sex, sex, sex. That's what this is about. The mark of the beast. Sex, sex. Huh? Who's the face? Sex. Why? It's a court case right now on TV. That woman is being tried for a slaughter, not sex. No, I know what's going on. The mark of the beast is in court, being displayed to the world. So everybody knows scripture, know exactly what happened. They know the mark of the beast is in court right now. That's right. That's why he's on trial, but he's not in trouble because all he did was spread the gospel. That's all he did. He spread the gospel of sex, sex, sex. That's all he did. And that's all that's in this trial. So that's why they say what? The people that know this ain't about nothing but sex, sex, sex. Let me prove to y'all what they said. They're trying to turn someone's consensual adult activity, sex, 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 into a federal indictment. It's sensationalism. Why? Because everybody knows it's about sex, sex, sex. How the mark of the beast been placed on all black celebrities. That's right. Boy, this Puffy trial has lost some steam. It started out with a bang. Now it's just boredom in a lube bottle. Why? Because it ain't about nothing but sex, sex, sex. That's why. Everybody knows, man. Is the X video trials done yet? Why? Because she know it's about sex, sex, sex. Everybody know what this is about that know the truth. Everybody know. Even how they market Diddy on TV, they market him as the damn devil. So, that's right. Sex, sex, sex. And that's what it is. But guess who are all the willing participants? All right? And guess how when I quote them scriptures, they ask get to running? Because that's how the shit works. The same smart people know about white nails at freakoffs. Same people asking, why Cassie got them white nails? Huh? The same people know about Pizzagate. They saying, why Cassie got their pizza at a what? Wedding. But see, you wanted to look past this generation. See the lovers? See the men, see the black men holding hands? You just didn't want to accept it happened to your generation. Your generation is in court right now as we speak. But it also letting us know about the freaky generation before a lot of us. And that's all this is about. When I told you they played this game where the older generation was talking shit. Oh, this new generation, oh, they fruity and all this fruity stuff. Meanwhile, y'all were the first fruity generation. It's all exposed now. All right? It's all exposed. That's what it's about. So if I didn't get it clear by me doing my homework, I was able to put together that Diddy was the modern day Quincy Jones. And here's the family. Quincy Jones, responsible for Diddy. Quincy Jones, Will Smith. Quincy Jones was the black Hollywood gatekeeper, and you will not have been an actor like who? LL Cool J, if it wasn't for Quincy Jones. Do you not have proof of Quincy Jones dating? I proved that already, right? What did SUGEKNIGHT say? Very important. He broke down with detail the story of Quincy Jones and Tupac. How Quincy Jones wanted for Tupac to sleep in his bed. Suge said Tupac told him he wasn't going to sleep with Kadada. Quincy wanted to sleep with him to get to know him. Something after that, something happened. But before that, Quincy applied the same formula to LL Cool J and Will Smith. The Prince of Bel-Air, Quincy Jones. Every movie black, Quincy Jones. Hollywood, Quincy Jones. Brandy, Ray J, Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones was also behind Brandy's show. So when Tupac wanted to be an actor, he had to see Quincy Jones, but he didn't do that. Then you'll see a year later, after Tupac dies, who became the next biggest star? I'm going to wait. I ain't going to say shit. I'm going to see what y'all going to say. I'm going to see where y'all at, who's smart and who not. I'm going to see who up. I'm going to see what's popping. Could be live on this internet. This ain't no fake-ass content creator shit, and I ain't down with them. Huh? And I don't got to play their games. Who became the biggest star in Hollywood the year after Tupac died? Let's go. That's right. I got the hookup. That's right. I got the hookup, Miss Bryant. The year after Tupac died. Now you take that back, connect it to who? Jada Pinkett. Now you know that Jada always showed Tupac fake ass love. That's right. Suge spoke about that too. All right? That's the proof. That's why I say, far we know Quincy Jones could have got Tupac ass out of here. He gone. Quincy Jones dead now. I can say it. Because you're going to see Tupac did a lot. But after he turned down Quincy Jones, remember, he was at the crossroads of what? Being an actor. Which is the proof. If he would have slept with Quincy, Tupac would have went another notch up. Guess how else I knew Tupac was being set up? Because Quincy Jones said Madonna was his best friend. That's his girl. He said it too. You know what I'm saying? But I also, trust me, man, Quincy Jones taught them all that shit. Put a woman on him. Get a woman, soften his ass up. How I know that too? Because I proved that Big Daddy Kane was favored by Quincy Jones. That's why Big Daddy Kane was with Madonna. That's how I've been figured out. Big Daddy Kane was, you know what. What else I broke down this channel, which I didn't get? People don't know to this day, Diddy whole formula come from Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones was a media mogul, y'all. What I mean by that is Quincy Jones controlled black people's reality to this day, y'all. He controlled black people's reality from back in the day to now. He started the whole shit of who you like, who you don't like. Every rumor you heard on Michael Jackson was from him. We proved it already. He's the one spread the rumor Michael Jackson was trying to be white. But it's proven he really got a sickness. Quincy Jones have told so many venomous lies that have became the truth, y'all. Because you didn't get that, he controlled media. Example, The Vibe. He's always controlled the black narrative, y'all. That's where Diddy get it from. A flaming, flower-ass punk who really hated black people, despised black people, and taught it to others. That's why they drag and abuse black people. And you see those Negroes right there? They knew one thing, because them Negroes knew one thing. Never put your finger on no white, nothing. Unless it's that white woman. They ain't touching a white man. They ain't gonna abuse nothing. But they gonna get, see, they gonna get you. They gonna, yeah. That's why I say all black abuse in Hollywood is allowed and consensual. That's why throughout the decades, you have never in your life seen no black person put no black entertainer in no goddamn chair in jail. All right? Only reason why I keep telling y'all R. Kelly went down because they wanted his ass to go down and they made that shit happen like that. But you got to prove R. Kelly trial what? If they didn't make them testify against R. Kelly, that shit was never going to happen anyway. They had to do documentaries, make them show up, make them tell on the documentary, pay their ass money. They had to do a lot to get R. Kelly in jail. Because it wasn't for that, black people was not going to step up. All right? That's the whole truth of the shit. So you got the proof that what? Somehow after Tupac died, Will became a star after that. But it's always been together. So guess who been catching hell? Will. He been able to see Diddy in jail and Quincy Jones die. Will is very scared, y'all. Very scared. To the point Will had to come out and drop a fake ass album, y'all. All right? Very scared. So, for those who don't know what that little black punk is, he was supposed to be the little gangster back then. He was supposed to be the gunman. He was supposed to be, but they say he was Uncle Tom in the industry. Yeah. But he was the henchman back then. So when you don't act right, Quincy Jones get Mr. Clarence Avant to pull up on you. Tell you, man, they controlled all the black celebrities, y'all, with an iron fist. Ran their ass and abused them, y'all. And then you're going to say they just kept it going. What SUGEKNIGHT say? It was said that somebody heard something about Whitney saying something about Ray J and drugs. Huh? It was said some stuff. Oh, I told y'all, man, all the people that know the truth and know a lot, you were told not to like them. Everybody don't tell you shit. Like Jay-Z, you love him. Don't tell you shit in the interview. Don't never tell you nothing. Kanye tell you a whole lot. You don't like nobody that tell y'all the truth. So that got something to tell you again. To prove to y'all, I was never smarter than nobody else. I just never believed what y'all believe, and I never was under the mind control that y'all was in. Because I always didn't believe nobody. That's why I was able to see. The edge I had on most of y'all is I just listen to the people that y'all didn't listen to. That's it. When I proved that Candace Owens dropped a major jewel and exposed the gangster rap program, but y'all don't like Candace Owens, that's why the joke was on you. So when she said hip-hop was fruity, the government told her, then you're going to see they released that information right during elections. Because I kept saying, it's a hit. It's a hit. It's a hit on rap music. I kept telling you that. That's why they released it. Only thing a secret is classified information. So if somebody is telling us, to get the deal, they had to be gay, right? That means that's information revealed. Here you go. It's not classified no more. Y'all can have the secrets now. Have fun. Diddy trial. That's all it is. All right? Sean Diddy Combs trial cross-examination of ex-assistant Mia ends. So, did anybody hear about the trial yesterday? Because it wasn't no more laughing and joking. That's why. Combs faces 5 criminal counts, 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Combs has denied the allegations against him. Check this some stuff I want to look at. Now, see, look. They know for a fact this case is traumatizing people. They know for a fact this shit gonna put people in a dark place. So that's why they even promoting a hotline to call. All right, now let me show you how they making money off this shit. Sign up for the Diddy on Trial newsletter for key developments and analysts, and listen to Dateline Nightly podcast. See that? I'm just showing you how everybody's promoting this shit. Now look at this right here. Here's my proof on that hotel Cassie got her ass whipped in. Diddy ran that shit. That was more or less his shit. And he owned the whole hotel. The workers, everybody paid off. That hotel is where they was doing a lot of dirt at. So remember that part. Cassie is not the only one that got her ass whipped in that hotel. Now this man named Garcia worked as a security supervisor at the Los Angeles hotel where Combs was filmed attacking Cassie Ventura in March 2016. He briefly took the stand today to revoke his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Holler me in the chat. Why did the security guard of the hotel, the security supervisor, the one in charge of the cameras and the people, why did he plead the Fifth Amendment? Why did he plead the Fifth? Let's see who's smart once again. I gotta make it interesting, man. It's my job to work against popcorn brain, man. All right? Hold up. Because he got paid. Because he helps. That's right. But really, y'all, he's part of the organization, y'all. Told you guys, he's part of the organization. As far as we know, Diddy had his ass on salary. When I told you that hotel was really Diddy shit, he got the keys, all of that. How I knew that? Simple and plain. I got eyes. The way Diddy ran around that hotel with that towel let me know he had power in that hotel. That's how I knew. So when I keep telling you, all the truth been playing out. It's just not going to be explained. It's not going to be broken down. Your family, if I work at the hotel, just because I give you keys to do your shit, and just because I didn't tell when you beat your girl ass at the hotel, does not make me part of some shit. That's not enough. But if that shit been going on for a minute, months, years, and I'm on payroll, then I got to plead the Fifth. Told you, y'all don't get it, y'all. Please, 2025, y'all. Please, or you will not make it, y'all. The idiot is the target. The dummy will face his death. The fool always dies in the end, y'all. All right? So, I'm going to tell y'all this too. The rebelliousness of this country is proving how Americans been talking a lot of shit, but they don't even know the law of their own country, y'all. By you not knowing the laws of your own country, make you a foreigner. It makes you a babbling idiot like Babylon. That's why it's called Babel, y'all. You talk a whole lot, but you don't even know your everyday life. You talking about rights, but you only know a few rights. So you talk about rights, why the hell you ain't stand up for the 13th Amendment yet? What if I told you the 13th Amendment is the biggest prank of your life? All right? The 13th Amendment debunks anything. All right? That's it. So we're going to leave that alone. Why am I saying that? Because you got the proof that they were all in power for all these decades, but somehow shit got worse because they were all working against the community. And now you got the proof. Because now you will be considered delusional if you don't comprehend that All this money was made, and all they did was get rich and hold hands and kiss and freak off. So even in the last day, Jamie Foxx said that Diddy is black people hero. What Jamie Foxx say? Jamie Foxx calls out Diddy during Comedy Store appearance. He's a nasty MFer. For black people, that was our hero. The Oscar winner addresses the fallen mogul sex trafficking trial and its impact on the community. So Jamie Foxx, being that Diddy was everybody's hero, is that why a lot of people on the red dot list for sex offenders? Is that why everybody's still getting locked up for sex trafficking? Is that why every day people twerk their ass all day and make fruity jokes? Is that why everybody loves sex talk so much, like gay topics? I get it, Jamie Foxx. He was a nasty motherfucker. He was a hero for black people, and there's a little bit of Diddy in everybody because they didn't know about Malcolm X. They didn't know about Martin Luther King, I guess. They didn't know about nobody else. They know a lot about Diddy, though. They know about Kim Porter. They know about his firstborn, the secondborn, the thirdborn. They know about everything. That's right. He was their hero. Jamie Foxx. Question is, was he your boyfriend? Because Suge said so. They said that guy named, what's his name? His name start with a T. They said his name, they said he known as Superhead amongst them men celebrities. That's right. They say he's Superhead, y'all. Now you see why he really was a menace to society. Now I see why a lot of y'all don't want to leave LA. Now I see why. He broke as hell your whole life, stay there. Now I see why. You mean to tell me a lot of men grow up in the hood without a job or can't hustle their whole life? Damn. I think LA, they've been in the male prostitution out there. Let's go. Let's go. I knew they was wearing them Jerry curls for a reason, y'all. I knew it. So anyway, Jamie, you talking about Diddy. You might have been to the most freakoffs, buddy. Plus, Suge said that was your lover. And Suge said, Ray J, you stayed at the mansion with Diddy. You live with Diddy at the freakoff mansion. Suge blew you up, bro. What happened? You still ain't playing games? Ray J, it's okay. We know the truth, bro. Get you a membership, pink program. You will see Ray J busting his ass open. Huh? You will see Ray J posed on the fence like he wants somebody to hit her from the back. Like he want to get jammed up. That's right. No, they've been marketing themselves. They've been knew about their rainbow fans. Hey, Jamie, I was told this one thing. Don't never believe a man with a fake hairline. They said don't believe a man with a smooth face. I don't believe men that alter their hairline. I don't trust them. There's many different ways. It's ways I can tell men I don't trust. It's ways I can tell men that are liars. Like, it's a lot of stuff. See, bro, I know you fake. Once you start participating in all that fake shit like Beijing, I already know you fake, bro. You put a lot of work in the fake shit, bro. Yeah, you gonna do everything and just cut the shit. That's y'all. I was told don't never trust a man with a fake hairline. What I kept saying, whoa. How you know they were brainwashed, y'all? How they brainwash fans? Yo, they look good for their age. They look good for their age. You know what I'm saying? They look good. Fool. It's called Hollywood makeup, Hollywood cosmetics. You forgot every movie they ever made in Hollywood, they was always able to put on braids, a wig, afro, perfect hairline. Guess what? They started wearing that shit in real life about 2015, 16. They started wearing Hollywood shit, y'all. Hollywood extra shit. That shit, look, you see Jamie Foxx right here? You know that bad, the nigga been like, look like that. But this how they had him for movies. Say they want to put him in a movie and they want him to play younger, they'd have made him dress up like that. So I'm saying? That's all that is, y'all. That ain't nothing but the shit they were using in Hollywood all them years. Where it make it like they got a perfect cut. It make their shit look perfect. Plus, I'm going to be real too. It also deals with the camera too, y'all. So that's why I say the makeup, all that shit, like you got a regular haircut fade, it's going to look one way, but they enhance it so your shit pick up more on the camera, y'all. So that is also why they put the extra treatment on, the extra line, and they make it look super perfect, and they do make it look darker. That's like if you're in a movie, your hair black, but they still might make you dye it blacker so it pick up on the camera. So it's like that. You got an edge up, bro. Your shit fresh, but when they put that shit on, it makes it look more crispier. for the camera. But that's all you've been watching, y'all. They've been wearing this shit in real life. Even the beard strap. I even think Diddy been wearing a beard strap the whole time, y'all. I saw this one picture. I'm going to show it to y'all another day. I even think he got the, because remember, the beard strap, you can cut it, all that, y'all. So you can cut it. You can measure it out, cut it. So some people got their real hair blending in with it. Ladies, the same exact way y'all do y'all fucking edges in the front with the lace front, same exact shit with the beard. You just blend that shit in, and a lot of them are just, they leave it at different lengths. But how you'll know, you always gonna see that perfect square under the lip. See under the lip part, the chin, you always gonna see that shit be super perfect. Like see Diddy on the side? Okay. His edge up on the side ain't that sharp. But look at his chin part. See, I'm a barber. That's how I know this shit. So I'm saying? And when you wear a beard, fake beard, you got to keep it trimmed up sharp right there. But you'll see the side ain't that sharp. Yeah, they're wearing fake beards. But guess how I first peeped? They do LeBron and them. LeBron, Drake, they was wearing fake beards. Because one time they showed, I think it was Drake or LeBron, one of them, they were sweating, and the piece of that shit started hanging off. That's how I peeped that shit like 2016. Yup. That's when I first knew they wearing fake beards, y'all. Then I got hip to the fake hairlines too. So like I said, I was in a barbershop and I started watching all these men wanting this cosmetic treatments. And there were people getting Beijing, they had to come back twice a week. So I've been started people at a barbershop became something else. But I also started peeping how men was changing their identity. But see, they don't know as a man, bro. When you start all that identity shit, that really means you a weirdo, bro. That's when y'all start being weird, bro. When you start putting on cosmetics and fake beards and fake hairlines and contact lenses and no, bro, you start doing weird shit. Also, that's rapo shit. Why? Because you go out as a character, do dirt, and then take that shit off when you go home. Yeah, I saw a lot of serial movies, fool. Yeah, a lot of y'all, all them serial weirdos, they into that dress-up shit. You get it? See, now look at Diddy. When you a regular man, your face like that, you can put on a whole fake beard, hide your identity, RAP like 5 people a week, and nobody never knows you. That's the shit they used to do, y'all. So, guess what else they were wearing fake beards and all that shit for? When they were snatching up people. When they was on, when they know they had to do dirt on camera, that's why the criminals wearing that shit. You're gonna see all that shit became popular during trafficking. Yeah, y'all. It also deals with a lot of shit. So, now y'all see Sugar's talking, connecting the dots. Jamie Foxx want to act like he ain't got nothing to do with Diddy. What else? What else, Jamie Foxx? When y'all say nasty, when y'all say freaky, it really means gay sex. So that's why I say, I know all y'all codes. Nasty and freaky means gay sex. That's y'all. Swingers. Meanwhile, this is Diddy's only real friend, his friends from growing up. And his real friends, he did not get them. But everybody else, that ain't at court, you know what's up. So on that note, we're going to get out of here. Yes, the Diddy trial is corny. It's boring now. But I will continue to give you the details. See that? That looks boring. They all look like losers to me. That lady in the green pants, she got a nice ass, though. Yeah. Diddy used his bad boy company enterprise for drugs, bringing male escorts, prostitutes across state lines. Is illegal. You expect this trial to do and speak on everything in 2 to 3 weeks? Trials could take over a month. I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't feel like reading nobody what they saying because he talking crazy, right? But I just want y'all to see this. That's what all this shit is about. All the abuse and horrific shit he did to the men, but it was all consensual sex with the baby all Astroglide, y'all. So as of now, this shit is dead. I'll get an update tomorrow. But see, people like this say, is the X video trials done yet? Is the porno video trials done yet? I need to can't stop. Please stop. I mean, we just got the baby all back. Like, damn. Y'all fucking used up all the damn baby all. Boy, this puppy trial has lost steam. Who's saying that? Everybody that's not black. And everybody that know the truth. All right? Mia, a.k.a. Sarah, personal assistant, to stand again. They questioned why she stayed with Diddy, posted Diddy on her Instagram, and still communicated with Diddy if he sexually assaulted her. It was not to lose her job and the fear of telling anyone in a toxic work environment. She stuck around. All right? So now you get a piece of this. Now we're going to get out of here. All right? Who's next? Black Hollywood disgrace. No more secrets. The Diddy trial continues. But the truth is, he did all his work on the men. The male models was for the men. Why the hell would you even make male models come with you when you can get male models anyway? But when you got specific models that you snap your fingers like that, and they're going to jump like pit bulls, and one of them ain't a Punisher, then you know why he brought certain models wherever he went, and that was the trafficking. Because specific male models were for plowing those rappers, plowing them men. Personal models. Models really mean nameless faces, nameless goons. When you hear models, you think Astroglide by force. That's what they were doing. Why? Because I'm pretty sure some people said they got raped, and the models had to come out and say, Diddy made me do it. He trafficked me. He brought me down there. I didn't. That's what this is about. So I know why Punisher was in court. Because Punisher was used to punish people's ass, not just Cassie. Get it? Punisher was sex trafficked by Diddy. He pay his ass, make his ass go do stuff. Very clear. All right? On that note, I'm done with all this shit. Hopefully, you want to talk about none of this shit no more, all right? Everybody's Pride Month, celebrate. And it's not a coincidence. They made sure this Diddy trial goes hand in hand with Pride Month. Because the secret is, most of y'all down with Pride Month anyway. Only thing with this case is, this case was to reveal all of the down low rainbows that walk around and call themselves black all day. That's what this about. That's all it's about. We saw everybody come out the closet. All the down low people had to be forced out the closet. It's called a Diddy trial. I'm going to say it again. If y'all knew the industry had all these feminine men, that's what y'all said. If the industry had all these feminine men, well, what men you think was the ones sleeping with them, y'all? What men you think was the ones fond of them? Which men were the men humping on them? But then they always talk to y'all about what? Alpha male, beta male, right? Who does that talk? Well, that's in their world. That's their talk. The alpha male, the strong one, puts on the front. The beta male, right there. Sausage and channel. And then you'll see why somehow they always kept beta males around. Even though so many people been exposed or came out the closet, but you still didn't ask. All the beta males came out. Who are the alpha males? Who are the ones screwing these people? Did you ever think about that part? Well, Suge told you about one of them. Huh? Because I told y'all it's the biggest joke on y'all. See, you going to love a movie of a man named Kane, how gangster he is. You going to love that movie. You're going to be raised on that shit. Meanwhile, in real life, Kane's sucking a lot of penis. So I keep telling you, it's like that on purpose. All your celebrities, all your favorites that go in your heart will be penis lovers. And for the rest of y'all life, that'll be the joke on y'all. You don't have fathers. You looked up to all penis lovers on TV. Pick one. That's the joke on y'all. Now, he's also the proof that what? He been blackballed. He been used up. But he ain't going to come out and say no man abused his ass. Nope. Suge said they call that man something. I'll put it like this. He's known in Hollywood by the men, by his lips, and it was said he lived with Jamie Foxx. So on that note, Jamie Foxx, you might be Diddy of Hollywood too. Because they don't tell him what you did to him. All we know is this fool came out. We were teenagers. His ass ain't never come out no more. Huh? And Ray J, we need you to explain how you was with Dawsky and Diddy in Miami at that house. I also know That's how you got turned out. So it's not a coincidence. Everybody accused of being around Diddy, accused of being on drugs. You was accused of being on drugs around Diddy. Fresh Montana admitted he had a problem. Huh? Meek Mill admitted he had a problem. But now we know Diddy had everybody on drugs, but y'all still didn't get who was doing the drugs. Bingo. Ray J say, I get the booty goons on you. Ray J living with Diddy. I get the booty goons on you. Who the booty goons? Punisher and them. That's right. Somebody asked Ray J if he know Punisher. I bet he know Punisher. That's what they were doing. I get the booty goons on you. I told you, Ray J told already. Everything played out. When he told us that, he was letting us know what Diddy and them do. That's not Ben got it on Fabulous. I'm keep telling you. But Ray J big mouth high ass didn't know that 10 years later, I'll be able to put together what he meant by what he said. When you think of Ray J talking about booty goons, you just think of No Way Out right here. This is what Ray J was telling Fabulous right here. And when he was saying that, that's the same exact time Diddy and Cassie was together. Same exact time to all my timelines. Same exact time when Ray J said that. Same exact time when they was doing what they was doing. Tell you, man, they was getting booty goons on people. That's what this. That was it. He was disciplining their ass like grease and Rome, straight up. That's how you gonna get it. That's right, Black Greek. You gonna get some of that grease. It's called Baby All. It's called Astroglide. One way or another, you gonna get this punishment. Sick. On that note, we out. One. And still no talk about condoms yet. All of them were swingers, y'all. All right? So I want y'all to get today, y'all. All of them participate in all of the same exact shit. All you got to know is, like I keep telling y'all, the Diddy trial is to reveal his behavior. Once you know his behavior, nobody's spared. Only you going to play make-believe in your mind, y'all. Not you. I'm talking about only the people that don't get it. You are the only one going to play make-believe in your head that he didn't get certain people. Everybody around him, he got their ass. He loves penis. We have no proof he loves vagina like that. He likes vagina, but he loves penis. So that's all you got to know, y'all. He probably a toucher, a tugger, all of that. A swinger. Guess what else you ain't looking at? You ain't looking at when he's swinging, him and Kim running trains on niggas. You ain't looking at it like he don't make his woman put on strap-ons, huh? Keep telling y'all this shit. You looking at it like this way, that way. No, for all we know, they run trains on dudes together, feminine men. That's right. Y'all ain't getting that part. The secret is in what? Punisher, all of that. Yes, y'all. It's all of them, man. All of them are freaks, guys. Why they say that? It's right in your face. Once again, let's look at it one more time, y'all. One more time. One more time. All right, let's go. What they say? It is not lost on me that Cassie had white nails on her wedding day. The same white nails she told us Diddy prefers for freakoffs. The question is, why does she still have freak-off nails? Because just because she ain't with Diddy don't mean she stopped being freaky. Because it's all of them. We out.